sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want you to know. Secrets start in your heart to slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart to slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Okay, you guys, welcome to live number 2. Still lacking sleep, but whatever. So the last live was like 5 hours and 20 minutes long. There was a lot of stuff that came out last night that people didn't see, and so it ended with watching the Nothing Burger Madeline Soto press conference. Since we were coming to that time, and I was going to end the live, but thought, we'll just ride it, right? Anyways, what a nothing burger for Madeline Soto that was. That was a waste of time, like, honestly. We thought we were going to hear a lot more. Watching JB's expression as well, which is, of course, JB from WFLA or whatever. But anyways, so yeah, I think everyone was kind of going, WTF? Like, why? What was the point of this press conference again? Because really, there was no new information. That was weird. I hit the like button. Did you? Yes, I hit the like button too. Kind of thought I should, to be honest with you. Anyways, thank you guys for everyone that was watching the last live stream. Again, the new information about the last video footage that the parents, well, the mom and stepdad had seen as well. This in front of you right here, of course, is Ryan Gilbert, which is the biological father of Riley Strain. Again, there was a lot of footage that came out last night, and so we went through that a few times, and anyways, just went through the different thing. Anyways, you guys can be part of that whole replay crew, or else we're just gonna be talking about, well, in this live, I want to go over all the new footage that's coming out today with the search, with the the dad here speaking with the guy on the TikTok or whatever, standing there on some wharf or something, talking about the case. Yeah. Hi, Open Mind. How are you? Nice to see ya. I just woke up an hour ago. Wakey, wakey, shake and bakey. Anyways, thank you guys again for coming and joining live. Please hit that like button and the share. I really appreciated all the likes from the last video, the last live, because again, it really pushed out into the algorithm. So I truly appreciate that, you guys. Again, it's really just about putting the factual information out there that we know, and then kind of maybe surmising, the possibilities and the likelihood of why Riley would be in the water. That's obviously where their main focus is. And anyways, we're going to go over that stuff. So yeah, I was going to say, normally a notification goes off, Open Mind, and you're usually doing your lives over there as well. So Shelby Rains, I don't know how I wish, wait. Okay. Oh my God, I wish I could afford to go to Nashville and want to sift through all the riverbanks. I have all this ADHD energy. I don't know how I would get my fat self down there, but I want to look. Or you just have to lift it off the couch or the chair. I don't know, beg whatever for money, hitch a ride perhaps, but just be safe out there, Shelby. Anyways, there's a lot of boots on the ground over there. CJ, he was here last night on the live towards the end, which was an unexpected pleasure to have him join up on the live. He's boots on the ground. We all know JLR's boots on the ground, and there's lots of other people that are boots on the ground that are, other YouTubers that are part of the Nashville area there. And again, it's one of those things. What's confusing about this whole Riley Strain case, to be honest with you, or at least I feel, you guys can have your own thoughts about it all, is the shirt. Does that shirt truly come into play? Or is it some fictitious story? I don't know, because it's weird. But again, it comes down to, okay, well, what are the plausible possibilities? And honestly, Half Pint shared a possibility that I didn't think of and a lot of people didn't think of. So I'm going to tell you it right now, actually, because I think that this made sense. And this would include the shirt probably being on Riley Strain. So we don't know exactly where unless it's been said today. Hi, Alice in Wonderland. Oh, I get it. Alice in Wonderland. You guys, that's cute. I get it. Yeah, it's like bend over, right? By Alice in Wonderland. Anyways, nice play on the word Alice in there. But anyways, so Half Pint had said, oh, sorry, let me go back to that part. So there's a couple that's seen Riley and asked him, hey, like, you're not driving, are you? But at the time last night, the Godfather, God, what I can't remember his name. Anyways, the Godfather guy, that always is the spokesperson for the family. So he was saying he actually wasn't sure where this couple had saw him, but he's glad that they came forward, but he actually didn't know the answer. So apparently this couple saw Riley puking, right? So was it exactly where the parents seen the last footage, which was in front at the 14 marker, 14 feet 3 inches or something, the yellow marker just before the James Robertson Bridge. Am I saying that right? James Robertson, or is it James Robertson? I think it's Robertson. Maybe Robertson. Anyways, sorry guys. It's like all that stuff was in my head. Now it's like mush. But anyways, so it makes me wonder because, about puking. Okay. I mean, I guess that could lead a little credence to the shirt, perhaps. But so picture this, if you will. So Riley's walking along, we see him at the cop. And then we also know from the parents that they have seen video footage that Riley was right before the bridge. So obviously that was from a camera or something that they had that knowledge and saw the video. So kind of like, he gets there underneath the bridge. His bank card is found on the right hand side, and he heaves, right, and throws up, perhaps drunk, still drunk here, even though the cop guy, uh, police officer Young there, said he didn't seem too drunk. I don't know, did he sober up in about half a mile, perhaps a little bit. We all saw him come clunking down running, and then he kind of was like, yeah, 10 hut officer type of thing. Yeah, I'm good, how are you? And then he carries on. So the officer might have just said, thought he wasn't too drunk, but who knows? That's basically what they told the parents, that he didn't seem that drunk. But anyways, he heaves over. His bank card falls out of his pocket, which is very likely that he put it in there, especially if depend, right? But that's a place that someone would put a bank card for sure if they know that they're going, like bar crawling or whatever. They might just put it in their pocket, or perhaps when he left Luke's bar, instead of putting it back in his wallet, he just put it back in his pocket. Anyways, so he notices that his card falls down, regardless, drunk or not. He notices it falls down. Then he decides that he's going to go down himself, down the steep embankment, but he's drunk, and off balance really, and goes down to retrieve his bank card. And while doing so, the water level's higher, and that he succumbs to the water, doesn't actually get to his bank card, but, Obviously, I think the easiest way to go down is that you have to go down on the left-hand side, not the right side. But his bank card would have fallen on the right side, I believe, of the pillar. And then CJ, he was saying there that he had saw footprints there that looked fresh. And so that's just a thought that's basically kind of what happened is that he threw up. His bank card fell out of his pocket. He went to go get his bank card back, but he was drunk and it's a very steep incline, and he ended up in the water and perhaps drowned and considered accidental. Now, if the shirt is involved, obviously, a couple options there. Someone perhaps sees a person looks over and says, "Oh, I'm going to go take that shirt off that guy that's lying there, you know, dead and push him in the water." Okay, that's probably not very likely. Or that the situation happened differently where there was some sort of perhaps, third party involvement. There was this, someone robbing him, taking his shirt, his watch, and his phone or something like that. We see, now remember, there is no video footage. The parents know this. There's no video footage, even though that Birch building has 4 cameras. There is no video of him coming out of that bridge. So that has to be his last spot there. We know that a couple of cops drive by within a couple of minutes of this whole entire thing. We know that the cops down the road. So if there's all this commotion, then who knows? Now, don't forget, we have the News Nation article, right, or video, where the guy with the snakeskin boots, he's standing right in front of exactly where the last spot was that Riley was seen by his parents. And he says that he heard this. Now, doesn't mean he was standing there when it happened. It just means that's where he was telling the story from to the news person. So Mr. Snakeskin Boots guy says that Riley almost fell into that bush, and he points not too far away from where he is pointing to. And that, so this would mean that he would have to be behind these other people. He yelled up because obviously if he's going up, he would yell up and say, like, "Hey, is he okay?" And they're like, yeah, he's just drunk, So that point there, whatever's on camera to the parents, whether the people that are saying, yeah, he's drunk, so who knows exactly, but that something there is on camera for the parents to obviously see to place Riley there. So after that point, just going into the Birch video, the first people to come out within that time frame at like basically 9:53 would be this guy with this white hat and some guy, like, I call it ninja clothes because he was like obviously wearing dark clothes and black, and you could barely make him out, and that footage is very shitty. But you still can make figures at least coming out, even though I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice the guy in the black whatever. I was like, wait, only because someone shared a video on Twitter, and I'm like, oh wait, I can see a person there. But when I was watching it just naturally, I was like, I didn't even see the dude. I seen the guy stop. I was like, like, Casper, you there or something? Because I didn't even know there was somebody else there. But anyways, then a couple minutes later, you see someone running out from underneath there. And that's at about I'll say 9:55 mark area of that Birch video. So again, the parents have been told there's literally no video footage of their son. It's right there. It's right underneath the bridge. So where did this whole shirt story come? Is it accurate? Is it true? Because if the shirt's involved, then that would mean to me that there was foul play, because we're told, and we can play this video, we're told by Chris Salisbury, who was on Pascal and was also talking on News Nation, that Ross, the homeless guy that apparently had the shirt, told another person, because he was trying to figure out where this shirt, if it was true or not, by Sabrina, like what the accuracy was. So he went down and talked to some homeless people, and because he knew them as well. And he said that the shirt was found basically just before First and Gay at that brown cabin train tracky looking thing over there. And that it was on a rail, wiped the puke off of it, and took it. But how would it get over there unless somebody placed it there or he himself was lying? Perhaps. Who knows? So either it's accidental, but the bottom line is with the searches going on right now, it's because they truly feel like this that where Riley is in the water. So whether it was accidental or not, their focus is on the water, hence why EquiSearch will be coming tomorrow. Even though EquiSearch does land as well, the Cajun is in there, but you could tell by the press conference that like this is all geared toward Riley being in the water. That's what makes the most sense. That's where the phone last ping and his Apple Watch. So, however, say Riley got in the water, should he be found in the water, you know, it's likely that he is for all of those reasons. There's no him coming out. There's no vehicle driving up going, come on, get in here, type of thing. So they know more than we do, and hence why they're doing a search there. Okay, sorry if I haven't been looking at chat for a second. Thank you for subscribing, Miss Liz Phillips. Why can I catch hummingbirds in 4K from 10 feet away on an iPhone and security footage is still all grainy? Only 2 reasons: phone stops pinging underwater. Apple has a backup battery, would allow ping to continue. What if, see, I don't know enough about Apple Watches, but if the Apple Watch, like they said, wasn't set up and there was no data from it, I don't know. Oh, and that's Half Pint. That's one that was talking about that one. Open my perspective, it's not getting those if you weren't friends and took stuff, maybe. You know what? So, hi, Jules. Hey, everyone, by the way, welcome and thank you for joining the live. And again, if you guys please could hit that share button, push it out, put out the information that's, factual stuff of what's going on. And, if we want to talk about little theories about the shirt and stuff like that, absolutely can. But let's just start going around and we'll play this video. It's a minute and 47 seconds. So this is Riley's father who's helping aid in the search for his son as well. Again, very sad knowing that these parents are trying to find out where their son is or their stepson. So let me just take myself off screen and we'll play this one.
Not
turn it up.
Breakdowns, the emotional parts. We've just got to keep it together, keep focused, keep looking, get a resolution here, hopefully sooner than later.
What is it like for you being right here,
Thank you, Diana.
part of the searches for your son?
Thank you, produced by them.
It sounds like it's partially duty because you just have to, have your questions answered.
Yeah, I've got to be here. I've got to be on the water. I wanted to be on the water last week, and we had some other family members that took that role that day. But I'm glad to be out here because I want to be here. I want to be the one that finds him. We're just thankful that the United Cajun Navy showed up. We've got a family friend here that come in from South Carolina to help us. There's a lot of things working together here, and everybody's trying real hard out here.
As the days goes on, people know about your son's story. They care. They want to support you. That's evident by these volunteer groups, the United Cajun Navy. Do you have a message for them as it gets more frustrating for you? But there's a lot of interest and people care a lot about what happened to Riley and your family. What do you say to those people?
Just keep the faith, keep supporting us. We want to bring this kid home too. We want to see him again. We know you all do too. Just keep praying for us. We're doing everything we can out here.
That's the end of that clip. Okay. And that we are, aren't we, guys? We would love to hear that Riley is fine and that he's found, but the unlikelihood of that, and they know it, hence why they're on the water. The unlikelihood of that is very slim. But of course, without, oh, is that my buddy? 1 second, buddy. Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Hey.
Good.
Feeling,
How are you?
Feeling Look at you, all chipper and good. You guys, this is Aspen Connor, the co-host of It's a Crime and Shame with me. And are you feeling better now, buddy?
I think I'm more than anything. I think I'm just a little stir crazy.
Yeah, and I can see it in your eyes that you're still not well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this,
but
this
thank
is probably going to be the longest I've been out of bed since Monday night. So
uh
um, I don't want to interrupt though. But so
no, uh, so we're just gonna be watching some videos on this, and thank you for sending a couple clips. I didn't see them until recently on there. And I just want to say one thing about this. Um, and again, think what you want. You have that absolute right to. Again, for anyone in this chat, just be respectful to everyone else's opinions, even if you don't agree with them. That's fine. You don't have to, because everyone has the right and entitled to their own opinions about this. Now, my opinion on the whole get into the car thing, car door shutting, I think people hear what they want to hear. And that's what I feel about that. I don't hear no shutting of a door. I don't see no car. The parents would have seen it, in a video. The police would have seen it in a video and stuff like that. It doesn't make sense to me. That to me sounds like people hearing what they want to hear. That's my personal thoughts on that. It doesn't have to be yours, by the way. What about you, quickly, Aspen? Um,
no, I agree with you. I was watching your live this morning, and I was like, I want to be on there, but so and
uh,
I probably sound a little nasally, so I apologize. But no, I agree. We just don't know. I think logic says he's probably in the water. Um, I'm not ready to say there's been foul play, but I know a lot of people suspect that. Um,
correct. I'm not ready to say
so I
that.
think just like most people, I think we're just anxious and hoping that beyond doubt that there's some sort of miracle here. But I mean, with this is day 13, so
Yeah, I know.
it's kind of hard. It's hard for a lanky 6'7" guy to just disappear.
Well, it's all geared around the water. It's that simple. Everything is geared around the water. That's why
Right.
EquiSearch will be coming. They'll be putting their boats in the water. Every bit helps. But the parents, they know that the search is in the water. You could tell at the press conference that this is exactly, that they really want this area searched, which
Precisely.
again, you know, no matter how sometimes good everyone is with their expertise, right? To spot something, they turned off the dam, they lowered the water and stuff like that. It's kind of like when Tim Miller from EquiSearch found Audrey Cunningham, if you guys all know that case, right? It's kind of like he said he was like, the boat was going over, and then he spotted something, and it was one of those things where it was like a fluke a little bit. And then all of a sudden he went back, and then it was like, yeah, like that's where she is.
Right.
So we all know you. So I don't know how many of you guys out there watching right now know of Adventures with Purpose and used to watch them before. Chaos divers and different ones.
Right.
I know I talked to the chaos divers. Again, they worked with AWP. Anyways, people that do great work to try to help find recovery, and answers for people in vehicles typically, and stuff like that. So they have the equipment, right? They are prepared for what they do every day.
Yeah.
Police sonar and stuff is not up to the same level that someone like EquiSearch will have, or probably maybe even Cajun, because
yeah.
they go out to search when they're, you know, asked to go out to search to the water. It's not like they do it every day. It's when they're required.
And thank the Lord for those organizations. I mean, to me, the classic example is always, look at Kylie Rodney. I mean, Kylie Rodney, was in a vehicle.
Pure example.
She was in a still body of water because it was a lake. It wasn't a moving river, which adds even more complications, undoubtedly. Adventures with Purpose came in, and she was 20 feet offshore. Like I said, and she was in a vehicle that they, took several days to locate.
Yeah.
So,
like, it was weird because when you looked at it from the top, it was like, really, right. You guys missed this?
So I mean, the job that these people have ahead of them is, it's almost, it's a needle in a haystack. It really is.
Well, we'll listen to this clip here because this is when somebody says to him, you know, like, could Riley be past the dam?
Yeah.
But any,
And
go ahead.
this is anyone that's on Twitter. This is I think Nerdy account is the or Nerdy Addict is the
Nerdy Addict.
is the Twitter handler that posted this, and he's been doing a lot of good drone footage.
Oh, nice. Does he have some drone footage like
Yeah.
on Twitter?
Yeah. So I mean, he's active mainly on Twitter,
Yeah.
but he's been out there with his drone.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Right.
Well, let's play this clip, bud. If you want, say hi to Cordy
Right.
first.
Hey, Cordy.
Hey, Cordy.
Wait. Oh, Cordy. Cordy's Sunny and Cher.
Okay. Yeah, Sunny and Cher. Okay. So let's do that. Yeah. And we'll see what this guy has to say. I guess he, like I said, he's talking to people. I'm not sure who he is exactly, but we'll just play it out. Let's make the screen bigger. We'll make this bigger, guys, on TikTok, full screen, and hit. Whoops, no, we want to go here. Let me try and turn up.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, Edwin Hogan, EDWIN
As best I can get it for sound.
Emergency Management Director for Cheatham County and County Fire Chief.
Talk me through what you guys have been called out to do today.
Well, we started actually yesterday. Ashland City Fire Department put their boat in the water, ran to the county line and back, Davidson County line, and we've done the same thing today. TWRA's had a boat out here. Our boat was out here, and then Ashland City Fire Department. We're just checking the water, checking the banks, just to see if we can come up with anything for the search. So we're going to continue again this afternoon as well.
Are you guys using sonar? What kind of tools are you using?
No, we're just checking the open water. There's been 3 barges come through today, and so we feel like at this point we should be able to see something on the water.
Is there a possibility he's beyond the dam?
Yes, there is. We the dam, Cheatham Lock and Dam's been looking for the last 4 or 5 days. And they did some extensive work there yesterday, letting some things through, debris through, and checking, and they continue to check several times a day. So there's a possibility that could happen.
Talk about some of the challenges that you guys go through trying to find somebody.
Well, normally you have a location, and somebody can say, "Hey, this person last time we saw him was here." We don't have that, so we're just Nashville OEM and PD and everybody that's done a great job doing the search, and over time it just things go downriver. So we're just searching down here just in case he were to be down here. But it's a challenge because you got this open water and all these banks, and it's just kind of like looking for a needle in a haystack. But we try to do the best job we can.
Is this the lowest the river's been since he vanished?
Yes, yeah. I know they pulled some water through, but it's been down for the last week or so. So we hadn't had a lot of rain that would raise it. So
How long do you think you'll be? I mean,
it's hard to say. We'll keep going till notification has been made. So
At this point, you guys were just kind of asked to come out by Metro.
I won't say we were asked. We told them we would do it. Just knowing, being here as long as I have, 30 years, we know that people that have drowned in Nashville, a week, 10 days, if they're not found with barge traffic, different things like that, and the dam drawing water, we found several bodies this way over the years. So it's just something we just naturally do to help out.
What are any major challenges you guys are facing out there?
No, the biggest challenge is I don't think there's 100% certainty that he's in the water, just because nobody saw, it's like he disappeared and that's it. So that's a big challenge for everybody. So I hope he's found safe. That's what we're hoping for.
That is the end of that particular clip on there.
The volume was frustrating. I had a lot of trouble hearing it, but
Yeah, I mean, it was the highest I could make it, but you can
Yeah.
tell 'cause we're outside and it was low and the wind was going and stuff like that. And as for Carrie, right, I was like a huge follower, but they've broken up. They've gone their separate ways. Some of them doing their own thing. But bottom line is, there's a lot of caring people out there in this world that do good, and they just try to bring answers to the families. And
Right.
regardless, you can't knock that. You know, chaos divers, like I said, I speak to him every once in a while
yeah,
and stuff like that. Watch his channel grow. Bottom line is, anyone that helps make this world a better place is a decent person.
right.
Okay,
And I mean, and they have stellar resources that are out there between the Cajun Navy,
absolutely.
and then with EquiSearch when they get there on Friday.
Everybody
Um,
helps for sure.
Yeah, one thing a lot of people forget is that Adventures with Purpose, they specialize specifically in missing persons where there's a vehicle involved. So even if this isn't necessarily something that would be right up their alley,
Pretty.
but I'm so grateful that the Cajun Navy is out there, and that EquiSearch is going to be a huge asset. Cordy, look at you.
Aspen, don't look at it. Cordy, thank you, my love. He says 2 salutes, so I guess we're salutes. It's a crime and shame. We have this thing for anyone that flirts around in our channel and you can. I don't care that I'm married. My husband doesn't care. Flirt with me all you want. I actually enjoy it, and I'll flirt back if you want me to. Aspen, he's the biggest flirt here. Cordy, we welcomed him to the Sloop Club recently. Charmaine. That just goes without saying with Charmaine, to be honest with you. So it's kind of a running joke. Instead of saying SLUT, just joking, we just say sleuths. So thank you, Sloop Cordy. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Huh? It's like just big red thing just pops up right in front of you. Anyways, superstars. Okay, go on. You guys.
Right.
Do we have time for you to stroke our egos? I don't have one. But
I'm sure the music's going to go off. Carrie, I actually didn't know that Jared got the equipment to locate without a vehicle. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know that.
They can. They absolutely can locate without a vehicle. Definitely. They've talked about that before. But typically what they do is search for that as well. Adventures with Purpose started off with garbage collecting.
Yeah.
Right, trying to clean up. When they scuba dive, their mission was to kind of like clean up the waters. I'm a little drunken.
Cordy Super Chat, 100.
All right,
thank you.
Let's give you
Sending
another.
my love to you 2 sloats.
I like how it says sloats. Okay, got it. Typo Streamlabs, that's sleuts. Okay.
Right.
So thank you so much, Cordy. Thank you guys again for everyone from last live that donated gift certificates. A few people did, and we went over that. Oh, look at Charmaine. Her and Streamlabs and Sharon are all blue here. Anyways, okay.
Oh, hi, Lacey. Good to see you. It's good to see everyone. Actually, I've missed everyone since Monday.
Oh, so funny. They didn't miss you, they said.
I'm sure they didn't.
Yeah.
I've been watching.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine, stalker. Okay, if you guys hear that noise, that's Aspen. They're coming for it, you can tell. Okay, so I want to go back to the original video, in a sense, where the parents are talking about seeing the video footage. And I also want to go back to the video for you guys, where Chris Salisbury is talking about the shirt. So and
then the stepdad. Did you play the update with the stepdad today?
Did you send me the link?
It was
Was it a Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to do that one next? We can do that.
I haven't actually listened to it. It's only like 1 minute and 40 seconds long, but
we can.
But I think he gives a little bit of clarification on some of the video stuff.
What's his name? Oh, Chris. That's another Chris. That's why Chris Dingman.
So many Chris's.
So many Chris's. It's like my husband and ex-husband, Steve. It's like everyone knows the Steve. Okay, so let's bring this out and
hopefully the volume's better on this one.
Probably that one you can tell it was just outside and it wasn't very voluminous. Let's see here. Well, I hit play.
I don't know if there's actually something in that footage once Riley went right through here that they're following him up on, and I totally understand that if they are. But the family was shown some footage right here, which helps answer a lot of questions. If you kind of pan over here, you'll see the steps that lead up. That's actually the steps that a lot of people said, hey, did he go off this trail? Did he go up? There's actually a camera up on top of the two, what I'm thinking is the elevator shafts, that gave us this footage.
I knew
Riley
it.
actually
Okay.
stopped at the light pole right behind me here and stood there for about 6 to 7 seconds. Was either playing on his phone or something like that, and then took back off north, back towards the second bridge. If you want, you can pan around. Actually, where the crew is set up today, handing out flyers and stuff, which is nice. That yellow sign just past them is about the last place that we see him on video. So hopefully that helps and gives everybody information.
Oh my God,
Is there anything you'd like to say to the public at large about, as we talked about earlier, about going down rabbit holes or?
But he just did another one.
Unfortunately, the huge amount of information we've gotten, there is a lot of dark areas that if people have intentionally tried to send us and divert us from what we're doing. So yes, there are a few places, definitely go and look at. I know you're one of the big fans of this and you've been supporting us. They can reach out to you. You can point them in the right direction. But and if you guys see something out there that that looks fake or something, just reach out to you, because I know you're in contact and you can help us police those and keep people from going down the wrong areas and wrong avenues of possibly sending the right lead that we need to the wrong people.
Is there anything else you want to say to the public?
Just we love everybody and thank you for doing what you're doing. We just want Riley home.
And to clarify, we know that Riley was last seen here, and then on down this way to the Woodland Street Bridge.
Yes.
And that's where
just to the yellow sign down there.
Well, just to
now
the yellow sign.
Our zero area of no footage has shrunk dramatically.
Right. And that's where his debit card was found, just
down in that area. Yes.
Down maybe 200 feet.
Yeah.
I'm not good with numbers.
Me neither. Football field, I can give you a good idea. But yeah.
Me too.
Yep.
Chris, thank you.
Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
But
okay, so let's go back to here for a second. Hey, Sloot. I thought it was the same one, and I looked and I'm like, wait a second. He said, let's gloss. So we also used to have a thing on It's a Crime and Shame where, when someone donated, we glossed, because that's how we roll, right, Aspen?
That's right.
Aspen used to gloss too, but you have gloss around you?
I do not actually.
Too bad. $100 mine. Too bad. Sucks to be you.
You
Anyways.
have to send me some so I can go buy some. I'm kidding.
Cordy.
Cordy.
Oh my God. Okay. Cordy. Okay. So how do I explain this to about Cordy? Cordy has spent numerous hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars in people's chats throughout true crime community. I knew Cordy from seeing him in another channel, very generous to bloke. Anyways, it's embarrassing, but obviously, thank you so much, Cordy. Unexpected to say the least. And yeah, you're just making me blush right now. But anyways, like I said, when you disappear, I wonder what happens to you when you come back. You always come back at least. And I think he's doing this, Adam, purely because I showed his elephant video from Africa like a month or so ago. I think that's what it's all about anyways. So yeah, that's what Let's Gloss.
Cordy Super Chat.
Cordy.
$100. Thank you. Great coverage and love that you don't see YouTube in fighting.
Thanks, Cordy. Now, Cordy, if you could just hit that 1,000,000 marker for us today, just have plans to buy an island with it. That's all. No problem. Anyways, love you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's so kind. Paul Money says, any new developments?
Well, that's what we're just all going over, to be honest with you. I got a bunch of videos. So the newest development really was the fact that the parents let us know that they had seen footage of the new point of where Riley was last seen. Oh, but I just want to tell you, I just have to show you this. And thank you again, you guys, for everyone that's watching from Twitter, from YouTube. Again, please hit the like and the share button. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. And a lot of subscribers were happening today, and appreciate that. Oh, look at Jeff. He's trying to outdo Cordy. That's a noble effort, Jeff. I think Cordy, every time I type something on my computer, I used it for my password, right? It was the easiest thing. That's almost a car payment. Almost.
Thank you, Jeff.
Jeff H. Super Chat. 39 cents. Thank you.
Thank you,
I
Jeff.
think of Cordy every time I type something on my computer.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Diana. Diana, thank you so much.
You.
I was just gonna say, I got distracted. So, well, you go ahead with it because I was gonna ask about what the stepdad was saying in that video. Like, what? So, what was he talking about with the cameras and the elevator?
Oh, okay. Well, I think it was just a matter of like looking there, like, in the elevator. But yeah, so that's what I quickly wanted to show you guys. So, I mean, I would hate to think I was a true crime sleuth and everything like that. Thank you, Diana S. Thank you, Cordy. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Diana S. So I just wanted to show you something. 1 second. I'm just waiting for it to pull up. I think the donations are lagging my computer. I think that's what's going on here. So obviously it doesn't want to take my picture. 1 second. Ooh, Aspen, Adam.
What?
Is it because I'm trying to get the one? I'm a little drunk and I need you now. I don't need you. I just saying that. Don't need you.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's for you. Don't need you. Don't need you, Aspen. I know. I'm trying to make you feel wanted here, but I just want to show you something that Sleuth Sunny did today. Oh, there it is. Who took that picture this morning? I didn't show it to you guys, but it's the only camera that I could find that I felt was looking at the space that the parents were talking about. So he pointed to it. And I just want to say, and I don't usually do this, but good on you, Sunny. Good job. Good sleuth in there. Because right, if you see, right, can you see it? You can see the camera, right? Right here is the camera. And I was trying to figure out if from where the parents saying the last location is, well, there has to be a camera around, either it's a police vehicle, whatever, or somebody took a video. But, I was thinking it must be this building here that caught him, and that's the camera. So I'm being braggadocious a bit because, well, when he pointed to it, I was like, hey, that's the exact building that I picked out. I guess I was right.
Right.
On that. Oh, I hear my husband. My husband's home.
And it would only be natural that, of course they have video footage that we're only seeing the video footage that they've released to the public that they want us to see.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
they very, very well may have a clear idea of where Riley went based on what footage they have that they haven't shown us.
No, exactly. So again, now I'm going to play. I'm going to go back to play. Like I said, the video when the parents are talking about that footage, and like I said, I got my husband. If he walks in this bedroom, he's going to be like, "Well, no shit, you're lagging with all those tabs opened up." Well, yeah. Plus, my computer is saying it needs another update. That doesn't help. Okay, so we played that one, so I'll get rid of that one. This is the one right here. Okay. Let me come back to you guys. Sorry, guys. I got all these different tabs open.
And so this is the parents talking about what?
About this video footage that they knew that they had seen past the police officer. Okay. The one, yeah.
So that should answer your question, Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. I'm going to say 50.
Okay. Sorry.
40 to 50 yards away from the Woodson Bridge. When they zoomed in on Riley with the camera, you couldn't see any puke on the shirt. He spoke to the officer. We heard him speak. He didn't sound intoxicated at that point in time. So You know, yes, every kid 5-second sober up period when they see a cop, but he was walking good. We saw him walk from that point underneath the bridge, saw him come out the other side. We even saw him jog a little bit till he went out of sight coming up on the James Robertson Bridge. Approximately where that sign that says 14'3" for the height on the James Robertson is where Riley was last seen on video. Just to kind of
So,
help
Chris,
clarify some of that.
yeah, no, that's really important because we have not seen video of Riley emerging from the Woodland Street Bridge, walking towards the James Robertson Parkway Bridge, which is the last place that the phone pinged, right in between those two.
Correct.
So have you seen video that the rest of us have not? Have the police shared that with you?
Yes, we have seen the last known footage of Riley as he approaches the James Robertson Bridge.
Can you give me a little bit more of a detail about what you saw, what the video showed, and was it crystal clear whether he had vomit on the shirt or not?
Not from there. The best video that we had to see that, and you could tell looking at Riley that there was no injuries to his head was on the body cam video. I don't know if you've seen the body cam video or not that the police have released. It is out there. It can be seen. You can even hear Riley talking.
Yes. Yes, we've definitely
And-
aired that where he has the encounter with the police officer. It's very brief. How are you doing tonight, sir? Doing well. And he did appear to have sobered up quickly. It was hard to tell if his shirt was completely clean at that point. I will say this, that Chris Salisbury says that the homeless people that he canvassed, multiple homeless people he canvassed about the man named Ross wearing the shirt, said that Ross had said he found the shirt with vomit on it and that they saw the vomit on it. Is it possible that Riley passed the family? They witnessed him vomiting over the side rail. They said that they saw that happen and they were worried about him. And so they kept an eye on him to make sure he was still walking and hadn't fallen. So they witnessed him vomiting. Is it possible that a couple hundred yards later, before you got to the first bridge, it might have happened again? That he might have actually thrown up again, maybe even after he had the encounter with the police officer?
If it was anywhere, I would say it was after he went off camera for the last time we saw him, because the time frame that we're talking from when he crossed the street down there at Church and Gay to the last time he was seen on video is less than 3 minutes.
And a critical 3 minutes as well.
He's moving really good. You know,
Yeah, go
that's
ahead.
a good clip for a walk. And, you know, we're talking a total of 5 to 7 minutes of total missing time after that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of.
Sorry about that. I was trying to, my tabs, I was trying to find which one I was on. Okay, so the next one, you guys, okay, so I want to show you guys that one. That's the one, again, where they were talking about it, and that's what I was, I haven't slept all night. It's been at least 30 hours now. But anyways, because I wanted to show you guys all this information that was coming out after we got off the live last night. And again, thanks to CJ for joining us at the end of that. And Charmaine, right? She's a young woman.
I think he's out there doing boots on the ground today.
Yes, he is. He is. I have seen it. That he said he's doing boots on the ground. JLR is doing boots on the ground. There's depending on who you watch, right? Trust me. If I could do boots on the ground, you guys, I would. I love that type of stuff. I'm that little person that would be out there going, "Are you underneath this rock, bud?" But I enjoy. Or it's all part of helping, but I just enjoy stuff like that. I don't have a problem talking with people. Just like I said, in my nature. Now, this next video we're going to watch is going to be with Chris Salisbury about this white shirt. So whatever your thoughts are on this, the white and black shirt, which, by the way, someone sent it to me today from Amazon, the picture of that exact same shirt. So, anyways, so let me close down this one so I can at least take one tab. And then we're going to go to this one. And again, he'll talk about the shirt. First time I heard him talk was to Pascal. Obviously, everything's amped up a lot, which is so good for Riley's strain, right? The more people know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, who cares? Like I said, I don't care if people use content ever from my lives at all. If it means that somebody wants to share something and then somebody else becomes knowledgeable of this channel and it brings more awareness to cases out there, I'm all for that. I'm one of those people, like I said, if you're doing it for the right reasons, the money and copyrights and that don't matter. So now, no offense to people that do that, by the way. That's just our way here.
First
I'm not
thing
a fan
was
of
to
copyright.
go check it out to see if I could rule out anybody at the camp, because I've grown to love them down there. And there's some really good people there. But two, to see if there's any validity to
nice.
it, because we've all been following the Riley strain situation. So when I got down there, I just kind of put my feelers out, because a lot of the people down there trust me, and there's a lot of people down there that are more than willing to help and to provide information for things like that. The first contact that I talked to, she told me that she said the word is that a guy named Ross had the shirt down there. So I talked to her for a little bit. Another guy told me that he seen the shirt on the same guy, and the reason he noticed it because it was bigger. And it kind of went down further because the guy in question, allegedly, that had the shirt, is about my height, which is 5'8". And then I left, and I got a text message from the same girl. She said she actually asked Ross, because when I was down there, I said, "Hey, have him call me if he had the shirt, or if he, tell him to call me. Let's see if we can link him up with the investigators or something to maybe get this shirt to him." She said that she talked to him, and that he said he was looking for copper over there by the Fort Nashboro. It's like a log cabin style building right there on Riverfront, and that he found it on the railing, and that it had puke on it, and he just wiped it off, wiped the puke off, and then put it on. And that's what multiple people said they seen him with that shirt. There was about 4 or 5 that identified him with that shirt.
So even if you maybe were suspect of the first person you asked, you said subsequent people had the same story about this man, who you said his name is Ross, but I think you also aren't sure that that's his real name. Is that correct?
Right. So immediately when I found this information out, I immediately tried to call Crime Stoppers, and the line was busy. So as I was pulling out of the homeless encampment, there was a Metro police officer parked in parallel with the camp. So I pulled right over to him and let him know the information. I also had video of the encounter of the people telling me this and some of the stuff that they told me, and I was able to show him the video. And while I was there, another policeman pulled up, and also an undercover pulled up. So I was able to tell 3 different vehicles of police exactly the situation. I showed them the video, and then I also called my contact from Tent City, and she was able to explain that over the phone while I was there with the police about exactly what he said and where he found it. And then I told him the name, and one of the ways I was able to identify him was because he had gotten some sort of a altercation with another guy at the camp, where the other guy actually went to jail that night. So when I was telling the police officer about this, because I've had a relationship with this police officer before in the camp, I've had to, call the police for a situation down there before. He was able to pull the guy up immediately on his laptop, and I was able to say, yeah, that's who they're saying had the shirt. So, and that's kind of where it ended at that point.
So that man who was seen by multiple people wearing Riley's shirt with vomit on it, which is a brand new detail. And it links up to the family who saw Riley vomiting right just a few hundred yards from where the homeless encampment is. That man is known to the police. The police know about these reports now. And do you know at this point, Chris, if the police have located the man who goes by the name of Ross, who was seen wearing Riley's shirt with vomit on it?
I honestly don't know. I have made a couple calls down there, and they said they've seen police down there, but they don't know if they've talked to them or not. So they did, you know,
Chris,
they
one
said
other thing. You
Sure.
you just gave me a detail. You said that that man who goes by the name of Ross, who was seen wearing Riley's shirt with the vomit on it, said to them, I found it on a railing near Fort Nashboro building between Gay Street and Broadway. And that may not sound like it makes sense to the national audience, but I will tell you in a moment, I'm going to show Riley's exact steps and that exact point, and it's impossible. It's impossible for Riley to have taken off his shirt with vomit on it and put it in the location where that homeless man described finding it, because it's way out of the distance. It's far away from where Riley was seen on surveillance video. So at least that part of where the homeless man says he found Riley's shirt on a railing, it doesn't add up. Chris, will you keep us posted on other details that you hear and check back in with us? It's remarkable information that you've brought to this puzzle. And thank God for you, honestly, because you know nobody seems to be able to get the police to listen to their reports, and yet you were able to, and I so appreciate you doing that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I will absolutely keep you updated. And I've talked to the family today and sent all the video to them so that they can, try to get with the police. I asked to talk to the investigators as well, because I hadn't got a call or anything since Saturday. So
thank you for watching.
I just quickly put out a poll, very simple. Doesn't matter how it comes into play. If you think that the shirt, shit, I can't even remember my own darn question. Did someone take Riley's shirt? So obviously, if basically everything this guy is saying, Chris Salisbury. But bottom line is, do you believe that Riley's shirt was taken at some point? I'm curious what people are thinking about this shirt, because Aspen,
Right.
yourself, what do you make of the shirt? The shirt is said to have been found down near that wooden structure, like basically near First and Gay Street there, hanging over a rail. So what is your take on this? Because it's, obviously, if to me, it would be third party involvement if this is the case of something.
My take is not as exciting or as dramatic as a lot of people, I think, that are looking deeper into that whole shirt thing. I think that it's 100% misinformation, communication errors, whatever. I haven't bought into the whole shirt thing from the minute I heard it, and I've yet to see anything that would point me anywhere even close to thinking it was true. Now, and I think I think police have clearly probably checked into that. They were made aware of it, and I think if there was any validity to it, they'd be asking people to be looking for the individuals that they believe had it, or they would specify that they were looking for that shirt. I just think it's a whole bunch of nothing.
In all fairness on Ashley Banfield, the stepdad does say, well, we have heard about this rumor since Tuesday. Again, a Fox 17 person that was talking with Chris Salisbury said, here's the parents' phone number. Why don't you give them a call? Bless you, honey. Bless you again. Give them a call and, tell them what you know. And so then he put out this post that I've shown a few times. And again, it's basically exactly what he said there. So it's kind of like, is there this magical mystery story about this shirt that truly doesn't exist? Or, Did Riley himself have an accident, go down to get his card, drunk as a skunk, went into the water, and hence why the search? Do they feel like there's third party involvement, even though, okay? And we'll get to the Google mapping soon, about the shirt. We'll get there to Google mapping. Um, well, actually, let's go take a boo right now at Google mapping. Okay. We'll do that. Give you guys a little break from a video here. Okay, let me come back to find us so I can take us off the screen. I just like to make things bigger. Okay. Okay, thank you, Mike Files. Thank you all, everyone that's subscribing to the channel. Again, we follow Sebastian Rogers, Elijah Vu, Madeline Soto. What a waste of a press conference that was today. Audrey Cunningham's story we followed. And, it's one of those things, whatever comes along and it grabs your attention, because you can't cover all the cases all the time, right? Hence why there's a lot of people in true crime that, can make a difference. Some people like following a certain case or this case or that case. It's just really whatever gravitates. And this one certainly did. And it's 20 minutes drive from Sebastian Rogers. Okay, so this is supposedly here where the shirt was. He said the wooden structure down the way there, right? So to me, something about finding it on the rail, finding vomit on it and cleaning it off, and hey, it's mine. That story doesn't make sense to me, though. It doesn't make sense. How all of a sudden his shirt got down here when he clearly had it on, in all the views that we all saw. And so when we come down over to here, so Jeff, that was the place I was talking about. So we know that the cop footage is right from here, okay? This is where the police officer, that's where Riley's on camera saying hello to each other. And then again, the parents say that they see Riley going underneath this bridge. Let me spin that around a bit. Okay, right? We know that this is the Birch Justice Building right there. And we know that obviously there was the footage from this building here that had the camera, and that's what I think people are talking about, the shaft. Is that what it was? The elevator shaft or something like that. I think that these are, someone said something about stairs. I don't know, stairs going somewhere. These, I can't tell on Google or sometimes if it's stairs, but anyways, so the last sighting was here. Let me go down, scroll this around again. I'm not exactly the best Google person in the world, but I try, except for when Google wants to spin. Come on, spin. Okay, so
If it's spinning, you must be on Google Earth.
okay, let's see if it takes me down to where I want to go. Okay, is this the second bridge? Yeah. Okay, so let me just, hey, someone put it in reverse. Not sure who's driving. Okay. Now, spin around. See this sign? This is where they're saying that sign right there is where they see the dad references this sign right here. So this is exactly where they see him on the video footage that hasn't been put out to us. Hey, maybe on the Google camera, you can see the Google thing there. So, I know it's a different view, but, obviously the building that captured it, different story. So this is where, right? This is the bridge, obviously. Do I have my bridges mixed up? Because I just want to make sure, like, which bridge is the second one called? I'm wondering.
That's the second. Wait, that's the second.
Yeah, that's the James Robertson Bridge, right? The second one is, right? I just want to make sure that I'm saying that right. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, you're right.
Okay. Yeah, someone someone said something and I was like, do I got my bridges mixed up or something? I didn't think I did. But anyways, okay. So right down here would be like, so we don't know again. Like I'm sure the police do now, perhaps, or somebody knows. But the couple that saw Riley that said, hey, you're not drinking and driving, are you? He said no. They said that they saw him puking, but the Godfather, Chris Dingman, said when he was asked, like, well, where did they see him, type of thing. I think it was whoever asked that, but anyways, and then he's like, actually, I don't know the answer to that, and so if he was puking here, and that's where the couple seen him. So again, going back to what Half Pint had said was, he's over here. He's hurling over the thing. His bank card perhaps falls out of his pocket. He decides that he's going to go over here where it's like steeper but easier and go down and get it, and perhaps ends up in the river. If the shirt comes into play, obviously to me that would have to have third party involvement, because how would somebody end up with Riley's shirt? Because I'm sure Riley, like, okay, like, how can the homeless guy, if what is true, what Chris Salisbury, too many Chris's, says is true, and that he says he found the shirt down there hanging with puke on it and wiped it off, that doesn't make sense whatsoever, to me. So if something were to happen here, regardless, there's no footage at all. And people can talk about this Birch, this Birch video, in a sense, all they want to. At the end of the day, it's a sucky video, and it shows two people walking out originally right around the time of 9:53. One guy's wearing a white baseball hat. Did they see or have anything to do with Riley and his disappearance? Who knows? They're just blobs on a screen, really, because you can't make them out. Then a couple minutes later, then a guy starts running from underneath the bridge. And so who had white shoes on. You could see that they were white sneakers. Did anyone see anything here? Because what they're saying is that nobody seems to know, oddly enough, like, where the frick did Riley go? If he didn't come out in the cameras, and the parents have clearly said that like there's 4 cameras on that building there, and they would have seen him come out, but they didn't. They could only pick him up till the last sighting, right at that sign over here. You seen the interview that I showed earlier in a few other lives, where the snake skin boot guy, holding his cane, is talking about how Riley almost fell into some bushes right here. It sounds like snakeskin guy was further down, because he says he yelled up, is he okay? And they're like, yeah, he's just drunk, he's okay. And that would have been in this area, like I said, right there. So, because at first I was like, Mr. Snakeskin dude, you're not making sense to me. Because I had it pictured in my head that, well, what do you mean you saw him continue walking, in the direction? But if he's down here, and he said that he looked up because of the commotion or something. If he's down here, maybe hanging out with some friends or who knows. And then, Riley obviously maybe walked past him, who knows. And he almost fell into the bushes. And then because he used the word they, said he was okay and that he was drunk. And I'm just going by what is being said, right? So I'm just trying to get a visual myself by what that guy said. So basically, that would be a camera moment that it would certainly be caught on camera from the same camera up on that elevator building or whatever you call it, that would have seen this point of it. But there's nothing here. So did Riley puke and nobody saw it, and he went down and decided to go again get his bank card, because no matter what, he was drunk. He wouldn't have known, I'm sure, how steep the ledge was, and he was on alcohol, so that's a whole different ball of wax in itself. If people want to claim drugs, who knows? We won't know that until he's ever found. If he is, deceased and in the water, and that's hence why they're doing the water search, because his phone and his last paying on his watch and that, were here. I can't like it's hard. So it's confusing because of the t-shirt, right? Like the t-shirt makes this whole thing weird. Because is it true? Is it not true? Is it people trying to, like is that many people bullshitting about seeing him and seeing this shirt? That seems hard to believe that, people are making up this magical fairy dust about the shirt and, just wanting to get their 15 minutes of fame in and stuff like that. Maybe certain ones are like, yeah, I got information for you. I saw him like, 10 minutes down the road. Well, everything counts, obviously. But, I find it hard to believe that, according to what Chris is saying, that Sabrina, who said that she saw the shirt on this guy named Ross, Ross is saying, yes, according to Chris, Ross is saying to Sabrina, yes, I have it, but I found it way down on First and Gay Street over there, that wooden thing. That doesn't make sense because he has the shirt here. So did he wear an undershirt and take it off here and willingly give it to somebody? But it still wouldn't make sense to what, the other guy is saying. I don't know. Something just doesn't seem right about that whole t-shirt or where it comes into play.
Right.
So bottom line is, this is their focus. This is where his basically lifeline, in a sense, ends, between his cell phone, his pinging, or his watch. And if I'm not mistaken, I remember, I think the Chris Dingman said that there was nothing, like his
Right.
Apple Watch wasn't synced. There was no information to be retrieved from that. And so that it maybe perhaps becomes about the, like I said, cell phone. Now,
Right.
as
I
for
mean,
go ahead, Aspen.
I would say,
Haven't-
I think that, the bottom line for me is, the area that he went missing from is not, it's very compact. There's not a large area that he could have gone missing from. But the biggest variable in that location is the fact that there's a river right there. So, to me, logically, it's still, if he's not seen going past that bridge, he had to have disappeared at some point between them or underneath one of them. And the most likely place he would have done that is into the water.
Yeah. Now, I think, Giggles, are you trying to refer to the 59-minute mark into that Birch building?
Of the Birch building.
Yeah. What I'm not understanding, in the sense, is this. What is pertinent about the 59 mark? In this, because even the 52-minute mark, you're just seeing people leave, go under. So let me just see what this says. At 59 seconds, and then wait for 4 minutes, he is standing where card was found. Well, we can't see that, though. I'm confused on that one, Giggles, because we can't obviously see who is standing where the card was found, because the card was found onto the, whoops, I'm on the wrong thing, onto the right side of this bridge. And then at 2:20ish, they walked back that way he originally came from with 3 other people. Okay. Well, just in all fairness, for me personally, for instance, Giggles, please don't take this the wrong way. I honestly don't feel like pulling up that video to show that part of it, because it might be relevant to somebody. It might be relevant to the police. I think that, again, they've looked at everything. They said Riley did not come out. So if somebody possibly had something to do with it, there was 2 cop cars that legitly went by, just like we're talking within a minute, 2 minutes of Riley, basically getting to this location that we know of. Anything beyond that is just wondering if that person had something to do with it. Did that shadow have something to do with it? Or at 59. But the thing is that if that video was clear and could clearly decipher somebody on it, but it's not, you can't make out, you can just make out some figures with maybe some white shirt on, with a white hat on, with whatever, watching that. So if I personally deemed it was important, which, not to say it's not, but I don't, because that's up to the police to understand who was leaving and coming by the video camera footage that the Birch building is given to them. And I'm sure that they have a lot better footage than what we're seeing. We're just seeing one angle that was shown to us by a Brandon Smith of that. So please take no offense to it, because I saw somebody else talking about the 59 part of the video. I just, and yes, and by the way, I've seen JLR's lives for that stuff yesterday, and the guy was talking about a handful of cash. Again, you know, um, I don't, I think that the area itself is not a place that I would personally want to be at nighttime. It's dark, and some people are saying, like, yeah, you wouldn't catch me there by myself and stuff like that. That old guy that was sitting on the bench near that, near that, where they said that they found the shirt, nice guy, that homeless man that was sitting on the bench talking to JLR. But he said something about cash in the hand, and JLR was like, oh, so he like physically had cash in his hand, but that's not what he meant. What the old guy was saying was basically like, look, there's this guy, decent looking guy that's walking down. He's a college student, he's drunk as F. Well, let's basically rob him, for cash, like for whatever he has. That's the way that absolutely came across. Not like he was walking down the street with cash in his hand, but again, you got people who say, no, I'm not afraid. I have no problem walking down here. And other people that are saying, that are locals, that they wouldn't go down there because, without someone, because, it's dark. There's obviously the cop was there for a break-in, I was just saying that's video family was shown that was released today.
See,
Which video?
and I think that the family is referring to video.
No.
I think it's in the same vicinity of the Birch Street or Birch Building footage. But I don't think the public has seen the footage that the family.
We haven't. No, the footage that they're talking about that the family has seen is what the guy said in the previous one.
Right, and we can play that again in a little bit.
But that was from the picture that I just showed you a minute ago, of that big tall USB building, not the radio station one. That's where they got the camera footage from, they said. That's the camera footage. It's not from the Birch building. It's from the building that I showed you, like USB, that tall one where I showed you the camera. Does that make sense, Giggles? I just hope he wasn't targeted because he wasn't. Well, exactly this. He could have been targeted because he was. He was drunk. He's susceptible. And I'm sorry, but like I said, I don't think that I'd feel safe walking down there myself, to be honest. If I knew that there was a bunch of homeless people, and no offense, but truth be told, if I knew there was a bunch of homeless people down there type of thing, all along the way, you wouldn't catch me walking down there by myself. I'll tell you that much, just like that's like asking me to go down a back alley too. I used to when I was stupid, and didn't think nothing about it. But, as you get older, you're like, oh, dang, I did some stupid shit. But anyways, yeah, like it's definitely not a place that I personally, as a female, would want to go down by myself or pass through at night, for sure. Not to say that homeless people are horrible. It's just I just simply wouldn't feel safe as a female. Maybe if I was a guy, it might be a different story. Either way, even CJ, when he was talking, was told, don't go down there by yourself. There are people that are saying like this isn't a safe space to be at nighttime. And Riley could have been a victim of an robbery, could have been, like pushed, or it could simply be accidental. And it really comes down to if Riley is in the water and he's found, does he have that shirt on? Does he have it off? If the shirt is off, obviously, probably some foul
Well,
play involved.
Sometimes
I don't know.
people go into the water with clothes on and they don't come out with the same clothes on after the bloating. I think so. You just never know.
That would be a stretch for me to believe that. That's like the Nicola Bowley. She wasn't missing anything when she was found. But I don't know. I don't see no shirt coming off a person, especially that style of shirt. If it was a looser one and the waves were coming at it, I could see it, but I don't know. All I know is the police are looking in the water. The searchers are looking in the water. This is their target. They believe that Riley is in the water. Like that's their best estimated guess to anything that has happened and why he has disappeared. How it happened, we know when, basically, I guess, is just a matter of time before those answers come. But again, the focus is on the water, and there's a reason for that. And again, they're only going to give us as much information as they're willing to share. And it was only because the family shared that about the video that they saw to place them closer to this bridge. They're the ones that said that. Ashley Banfield is clearly pissed off with the LE, the police, because they've asked him multiple times to come on, do an interview, give an update on the case. Why aren't they calling back, these witnesses in a sense that say that they know that they've seen this person with his shirt or da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know. Hi, Victoria. How are you? One of the locals said a homeless will drug drinks and watch them leave and they rob them, kind of like human trafficking. Oh, I'm sure that stuff's out there. I'm sure right? There's all kinds of twisted people in this world. Let me go to the survey quickly. Oh, it's flashing very fast. Did someone take Riley's shirt? So pretty much at this moment, 47% are saying yes. 2%, they're just chilling here. No idea, 35%, and no to 16%. What category would you put yourself in for that one, Aspen?
I would put myself, my gut says no. But I guess, logically I'd have to say no idea because we don't know.
I would put myself in no idea because I feel like I know the answer. But then when I think about it, then I feel like I don't know the answer because this shirt, it seems to be this major thing of, like
the red
that.
Herring of it all.
Pardon?
Is it the red herring of it all?
It's the red herring of it all, that darn shirt. So it's because it's been said that, he was in two camps have said separately that they saw him. Yeah, Chris Salisbury went down there, talked to the homeless, because he knows some of them in that to try to get the true story of the shirt because of what he heard Sabrina say on Pascal's show. So he goes down. Sabrina knows who this person is, which I guess his name is Ross. They pull him up on the computer because he apparently, like I said, had some sort of, intertangle with somebody else or some sort of whatever argumenty thing.
Sunny, I'll be right back. I need a few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know what? It's just that it's hard to go, well, all these 10 people are wrong. If it was one person, two people for sure, I'd be like, yeah, not, I'll put it to the side. But when you have a bunch of people saying that they've seen this shirt, that Ross has the shirt, and he's saying, according to Sabrina, Ross is saying like, yeah, I got the shirt, but I found it with puke on it way back behind me. At a place that he was around, obviously, but well, I think he would have had to go down more. So how did it get there? If it's true. So that one's stumping me a little bit. Because how do you sit there and think that multiple people are lying? Conspiracy theorists will think that Abby and Libby were just made up figments of their imagination. The BG didn't exist, that they put a new face on the girls and, just to make it seem like that. There are people out there that actually think that way, and that's okay. Have your la la land. But it, like I said, there's only a few things that make sense to this whole thing. And it's hard to understand how multiple people are contributing to the making up of a story about a shirt. You are so precious. I thought that was for me at first. Then I read on. Thank you. At Donna, it's so scary with all that's happening that people could be so evil. Well, that's the sad truth of it all. People are that evil, and it's so sad. It's heartbreaking. Like, honestly, if I could just hug the world and just say everyone be nice to each other, I would do it in a second. As I watch the world and people in it, and how people sometimes, treat each other, and the way that the world fights and sends over their armies, and, all this stuff going on in the world. Like, it's like, who has the bigger D of, the presidents and prime ministers and that, whatever they're called in the other parts of the world, and it just seems so like there's so many more better things people could be doing to bring harmony to the world. But to know in this kind of place that these people exist, like the boyfriend, stepdad of, Madeline Soto, that Audrey Cunningham, a friend that lived there on the property, takes her life, that Elijah Vu is missing. They found his blanket recently. Like Sebastian Rogers, what happened to you? Where are you? That's a crazy story. That one hurt every brain cell, like Delphi. On that one, I just cannot figure out that one at all. Like, did they miss him in the search? Did he leave and they simply missed him in the search? Why would he leave? Um, you know, did the parents have anything to do with it? Do. I still don't believe so, but hey, you never know, right? You never know that some dentist is gonna, Mr. Adelson there is gonna go help his sister and kill her ex-husband and stuff like that. There goes your career, buddy. Yeah, doctors, you know what I mean? That Christopher Watts comes home, he has sex with his wife, and then in turn takes her life, and then his kid's life for a girl. Like, at what point did his mind go, right? Someone like Christopher Watts, to me, like, that's not someone that, and actually I can't even stand talking about the dude. He doesn't deserve his name coming out of my mouth, to be honest. One of the biggest pieces of shits out there, along with many, but I wish I could go feed the searchers. Right. Giggles. Absolutely. Like I said, people that try to make the world a better place and care about people, those are good people. Those are good people. Your voice is so soothing. Oh, me. Charmaine. Oh, Charmaine, note to self there. See, I told you. Yeah. Back in the day, I said I had a 1-900 number. Add that to the resume, No. But anyways, thanks. Yeah, Charmaine, what a sweet thing to say. I know. Charmaine, she gets embarrassed by it when people say that she has this soft, soothing voice. Me, I'm just like, no. Go on. Please do go on. My husband would probably disagree with you, but that's okay. Okay, you know what? Let's go watch another clip that came out today. Sometimes if I'm rambling just a little bit, I'm probably at about 30 hours of no sleep. When you start feeling drunk, but you're not drunk, that type of thing. I'm sultry, right? Okay. But let's put up another clip here. We're just going to go through some. So let's go to this one next and we'll just play it. stop screen, present, and share this one and make it bigger and see what's all going on today.
College student Riley Strain continues today and includes the waters of the Cumberland River. We have a live report now from two different points of the river. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry is live on Gowers Island near Ashland City with an update on the search plans there.
Yeah, absolutely. This morning, officials tell me the water temperature is 54 degrees. And as they launched their boats this morning, they started at River Bluff Park. Now, they're searching via grid, using a grid search on Gower Island here. We just saw TWRA with the Cheatham County Sheriff's Office on that boat as well, searching this island, checking those river banks. Officials split up this morning with TWRA in the Cheatham County Sheriff's Office, originally heading towards Nashville, turning around to grid search this island here. In the Ashland Fire and Cheatham County EMA, heading towards the dam, scanning those waters along the banks as they go. At this time, officials say it's likely that if Riley did end up in the water, he would be along an embankment. So they really are checking those out as they go along here. Strain is 6 feet tall. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. And if you do see him or know anything about his whereabouts, you're asked to call MNPD at 615-862-8600. Live in Ashland City, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
Thank you, Caitlin. And this morning, crews are also searching for Riley along the Cleeses Ferry boat ramp. That ramp is located in front of the Cumberland River near Annex Avenue in West Nashville. That's where News 2's Peyton Kennedy joins us live now with more on what the search efforts are looking like in that location. Peyton.
Exactly, Nicole. This has been a launching pad for some of the search efforts today. And so far, I've seen one Office of Emergency Management boat and a TWRA boat as well. The United Cajun Navy is here. The director tells me they have 2 airboats on the way, as well as tracking dogs to pick up a scent of Riley, hopefully, and drones that they'll be using as well. I'm told that they picked this point because it's downstream from where Riley was last seen and a common point for objects to get stuck along the way. The director of operations says he believes their most successful search will be at nighttime tonight because they can shine through the murkiness of the water. Now, tomorrow does mark 2 weeks since Riley went missing, and the director says they will keep doing what they can until all efforts are exhausted.
At this point, we're going to search until we reach a point where we say this is no longer viable. And at that time, we may pull resources out, but make sure that everybody involved is aware that the fact that if we need to come back, we're going to come right back.
Now, earlier this morning, we were in downtown Nashville along the Cumberland where Riley was last seen. I did not see a physical search happening at that time, but the Metro Nashville Police Department tells me they're going to be focusing a lot of their search today around barges where items may have gotten stuck underwater. Live in Nashville, Peyton Kennedy, News 2.
And some new information this morning. We have been asking questions about the night Riley Strain disappeared. He was caught on surveillance video near First Avenue and Gay Street. Metro Police tell us they have not been able to verify any claims about a homeless man seen wearing Riley Strain's shirt. But moments ago, Metro Police told us they believe Strain did get sick shortly after leaving camera view. Anyone with any information about this case is asked to contact Metro Police.
Second here. Adam, are you back? Aston?
Yeah, I am.
You are? Okay. I just did a new poll for. Sorry, say that again.
I said, sorry, I had a little coughing fit. I couldn't stop.
You okay there, Princess?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I put a poll up and I asked you if you just simply think that Riley's in the water. Yes, no, not sure, or don't follow the case. The thing that bugs me about this whole shirt thing, and this is why I think Ashley Banfield was frustrated as well. Hence the father kind of saying, yeah, like we've heard about this since Tuesday. And then, of course, Chris Salisbury saying that he sent off the video information because he was video recording as he was talking to these people, right, about the shirt and stuff like that. I don't think, well, maybe, but he seems to be known, this Ross person. I don't think it would be too hard to track him down. Well, hi, Miss Dog Lover.
Right. And I
Yeah,
agree. I agree with you, Sonny. It does. I mean, it does sound like he's familiar to a lot of people in the area.
yeah. But yet they hadn't, I think they have now, but they hadn't talked to Sabrina from whenever. But hold on. Miss Dog Lover, sorry, so sorry. I feel, oh. I'm a little drunk and I need you now.
This dog lover super chat. 19 pounds and 99 pence. Thank you. So sorry. I feel like I've neglected you recently.
You have.
Work has taken over.
Yeah.
Hard, hard, hard.
Yeah. And I know that you follow Delphi mostly. And always know, Miss Dog Lover, that you're around. But, sometimes people just need breaks and they got other priorities going on in their life. So I think we should give her a hard pass, eh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Miss Dog Lover.
Thank you. Yeah. She's a friend of ours on the channel from the United Kingdom, of course. So yes, and I have heard it said on many outlets, but his pic show. Wait, what? And I've heard it on many outlets, but his pic shows brown eyes.
Right, because I guess some people are reporting he had blue eyes or has blue eyes. I'm sorry.
Guess we could zoom in hard if we wanted to.
Right. No, I mean his eyes are brown.
Yeah. Okay.
They're definitely not blue. That's a Delphi reference.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I've explained on the last live about the Nicola Bully case as well and being in water, and this is way bigger. This is way bigger. Again, you can tell like there's this huge presence. EquiSearch will be there tomorrow, and they'll be, of course, underway doing their part as well. That is a lot of space that somebody could have gone past the dam if he's in the water. Again, that's like kind of what we listen to sometimes. Like, let's say they keep searching and, none of the boats, none of the sonar, none of the dogs, none of the drones, none of all that stuff can find Riley. And I remember this from the Nicola Bully case. One of the superintendent guys said that typically it's usually somebody that's maybe walking down an area, the path or something, that usually is more likely to find someone's body. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it happened in Nicola Bully's case, and it's happened in quite a few. And it's because, again, it could be stuck for if it is. Again, we'll say if it is in the water, okay. It gets missed, it gets overlooked, it's maybe down, and then it comes up for the gas, or body fills up with gas again and it pops back up. All these different things that these searchers have to try to, I guess, navigate through, maneuver through. And it's not this task, but with the help of, boats that EquiSearch will have, the search vessels with the side scanning sonar that can reach, like I think it was AWP, was it 30 feet or 50? I can't remember what it was, but it was a good distance on each side that it scans out. And the regular police search boats aren't going to have that type of capability. So, just trying to, again, it's imagery that you're looking at. So you're trying to make out amongst whatever's down underneath, from barges that probably have tipped over stuff and stuff like that, or fallen off. With all that stuff, they're trying to find and locate, this image of, a human that's in there. So, anyways, we all would like to think that he's not. What he's got? It's my DNA. Like, alrighty. Hid her in a junkyard, and she was a few blocks away from downtown. I see. Also, my husband's cousin was given a hot shot of meth, fentanyl, in his and her junkyard, or in and in his her. Oh, in a junkyard after they that word and took her life. People are sick. There's actually a person that we're going to be doing a live show with that watches the channel, and you want to talk about a horrific stuff that's happened in her life. You know, when some people get whammied, and then there's people that get double whammied and stuff like that. And then there's people that even get triple whammied. And, you know, it's kind of like, it reminds me of our Dottie Hanish. You know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like between Ray, you know, between her husband, between, I think, her daughter, was it? Or her other son? Whammy, whammy, whammy of loss of life, say. Now, Ray Hanish was murdered at the hands of Garrett Kurtz. But anyways, you want to talk about resilience? You want, people sometimes think that they're weak, but my God, in order to go through that type of pain, you have to be so strong that you have not checked into a mental hospital, honestly. Yeah, thank you for supporting the channel. Okay, so let's go on to, let's see, we got that one. We've seen that one. Let's watch. Okay. So this is a preparation for this video. If you haven't seen it, you want to get your tissues out, perhaps on this one. It is very heartbreaking to watch. Stop screen. I'll just show this one again in case people hadn't seen it. Okay.
What do you make of the fact that several reputable people, Sabrina Martin, who we played at the beginning of the show, who works with the homeless, and made note of that very distinctive shirt. She didn't even know about the story about Riley. She'd never heard there was a missing student. She just remembers serving that man water and realizing the shirt underneath his dirty hoodie was very clean and had a big black pocket on it. She's the first account of the shirt. The second account being Chris Salisbury, who said that other homeless people saw it. What do you make of the fact that if that homeless person, Ross, was telling the truth, he was picking up the shirt over the railing blocks and blocks south in an area where Riley never walked? We know because we know from the video where he walked, and he was nowhere near Broadway and Gay Street. What do you make of that whole notion that there might be a man out there who did have Riley's shirt, and where do you think he got it?
We knew that, we'd have a lot more answers for what we're looking for right now. Like I said, when he goes off video at that street sign saying the height there by the bridge going in under James Robertson, that's the last we've ever seen him on video. Still had the shirt on at that point in time.
Did they update you? I know you've spoken with them every day since Sunday. Have they updated you with satisfying information or helpful information? And are they telling you a lot of things they haven't told us?
We feel like that we've gotten good information from them since, you know, the weekend has started. We also brought in our own people with the United Cajun Navy, and Dave Flagg is working directly with them, and he's also coordinating our response as far as search efforts that we're doing and everything. We feel like between the two, we really are focusing quite well on what's going on, and we're getting more details. We also met with the mayor after our press conference on Monday. I think it was Monday. Yeah. So Tuesday, we met with the mayor and his team. So yes, we're getting more information. Yes, new things are coming in. I know that they have talked to the Sabrina Martin. I don't know what become of that yet, but I do know that they were talking to her because they told us that they were getting.
Good. Thank God. Because as of last night, when we had Sabrina Martin on the show, she said they had not reached out to her. And I was just devastated to hear that, you know, 9-10 days had passed since Sabrina had made her report. Michelle, can I just ask you this? We're at day 12, and today I know there was searching going on at the dam and that they found nothing. As a mom, I would have been relieved by that. I wondered about you at the moment when they made the report that they found nothing at the dam today.
It's just all hard. It's all very hard. I'm thankful. I don't know how to feel, honestly. It's hard. It's all heartbreaking. We just want to find our son. And I'm sorry.
I understand. I understand. We want to help you find your son, and I've been very frustrated.
I know.
Go ahead,
And
Michelle.
We appreciate the help. We do. And we love. Thank you for getting the word out about our boy. And
Heartbreaking.
We have asked the Nashville police to join us every single night of this story to get the word out. Because we know that viewers are responding. We know that TikTokers are responding. We know that social media and bloggers have actually helped to advance evidence in this case. And they have refused every single night that we've requested that they be on the air to help update this case and keep it in the public eye. So I'll tell you what, you have our commitment that we are going to continue to try to solve this exhaustingly sad mystery. But I can tell you from the bottom of our hearts, we feel for you. Thank you for being on. Chris Whited and Michelle Whited, sorry. I'm going to continue doing the show. We're going to continue putting evidence together, and we will continue to be in touch with you. Thank you for being on tonight.
You're welcome. Just one more thing. We have more crews coming in. Texas EquiSearch is coming in to help. They'll be here Friday. Drones in the air Saturday and Sunday. Ryan, Riley's dad, is still on the river with the crews right now. So we got a lot of stuff going. And thank you for all the help.
EquiSearch is a phenomenal organization. I've worked with them for over 20 years. You'll be in great hands with them. They do great work and they have great results. So I am hoping that yields positive results. Thank you again, guys, for being on tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. I've seen this clip 4 or 5 times. Each time I get teary-eyed at the end. It's just so heartbreaking to watch not only the parents and stepdad there breaking down, because of course you can just feel their pain right through the screen, you know. And then Ashley Banfield too, you know, eyes instantly watered up. It's very heartbreaking. And so thank you guys for all the support. Of course, it's always about bringing awareness to this. So hopefully you guys, you know, if you're not subscribed or but at all, it doesn't matter. Just hit the like and the share to bring awareness, you know, to the information in the least. If you guys could do that, that would be great. It's heartbreaking as a parent, as a person, anyone that, to me, people that are watching right now, you guys are in this space of true crime because you care. You care about cases, you care about people. So I want to thank you all for everyone that's watching right now. Have messaged you, Sunny. We may have a compatible case in the UK. Okay, I'll thank you, Miss Dog Lover, for the super chat. Lost my voice there. Anyway, so there's a frog in there. You want to come get it? It came from Quebec. Have messaged you, but anyways, I'll take a look at that in a bit. Of course, Miss Dog Lover. And again, yeah, I'll take a. My husband's from, like I said, the UK as well. So for me, it's kind of like, you know, we cover a little bit of Canada, true crime, where I'm from. Aspen is from North Carolina. You know, again, and we've covered the Nicola Bully case out in the UK. That was a huge one. Again, a mother of 2 that just, you know, phone was found on the bench. The dog was found beside, you know, the bench. And Nicola Bully, the mother, just took her kids to school, took the dog for a walk to the park, had to make a, you know, like a phone call type of thing, like a TeamSpeak phone call. Then somebody came across her phone and the dog at the bench. And why can't I think of the dog's name all of a sudden? I should know this dog's name by now, but it's been so long. It's been a while. I can't think of the dog's name all of a sudden. But anyways, then Nicola Bully's nowhere to be found. You know, again, big searches. Jones searching. A little river runs through it, type of type of river. Like we're talking a slough, right? That has a weir that's not very high. And yeah, psychic medium found her like 3 weeks later, and that's why I remember that sergeant or whatever guy talking about that a lot of the times in cases like in especially big bodies of water, it I should be a little drunk. I should.
This dog lover super chat.
It's only 150.
4 pounds 99 pence. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss
I've
Dog Lover.
messaged you, Sunny. We may have a compatible case in the UK.
Okay. Thank you again, Miss Dog Lover. But anyways, yeah. So, like usually in big bodies of water. So, like I said, you know how searches go. They go hard. They're looking really hard in the water right now. They're trying to pull out all the resources that they can, because that's where they believe that Riley is. That's the most likely place that Riley is. So they're going to pull all their resources, but after, a certain amount of time, then they'll start pulling back because, they're exhausting, resources, type of thing. People that are coming in like EquiSearch, have other cases that they work on and stuff like that. We all know how this kind of works, right? And then, so if Riley, say, isn't found in the water, perhaps at some point he might be found in the river, by just a person walking by. Because sometimes it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. You don't know how far they've gone. For anyone watching, I want to tell you about this part of the Nicola Bully case because you have all these experts, right? Like the experts that do the water searches, experts that talk about water temperature, experts. So according to them, Nicola Bully should have went plunk right there. That because the water temperature being freezing, and then like what she was wearing as well, that she should have been right there. Now, this river wire in the UK that we speak about, again, to me, it's like jumping over a pond in a sense. It's like maybe 10, 15 feet wide, maybe 10, 13 feet. I think 13 feet is the maximum in that one spot. Other than that, it gets very shallow. But yes, the water was, raised a little bit higher. So just think of this small little thing: drones, dogs, cadaver dogs, people searching. Nobody could find her, right? And all the experts said she should be right there. They measured the water, how far she should have gone, the distance. I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it to this day myself, that out of something that is so small in comparison to what this lake, this river that Riley's in, I should say river, they couldn't find her. And I'm still in disbelief that all these experts, all this equipment, and a psychic medium finds her. She obviously came back up in the water again, and the gases. And when he spotted her, she was floating on down the stream until she got hung up in some bushes, like the shrub on the side. And I can't help but always think of that. And we're talking a big space here. So hopefully with EquiSearch and with Cajun being there, which we'll watch a video on that, we will no, hopefully maybe get some answers. But everyone wants to wishfully hope that nothing happened to Raleigh and that, he'll come home to his mama and his parents and stuff like that. Thank you for subscribing, Melon.
And what Debbie was just saying about the water, I've heard 3 feet, I've heard 4 feet. You're saying 7 feet. The water level was definitely higher when Riley went missing. I think it was about 4 feet.
4 feet. 4 feet to 5 feet is what I heard too.
Yeah. It's definitely lower now, even because they once they stopped the dam, that caused the water levels to drop even dramatically yesterday into this morning.
Yeah. Okay, so let's watch. Oh, here's the shirt, by the way, that was sent to me. So this is the shirt. It's like $30 on Amazon.
Yeah, I looked it up on Amazon.
Yeah. So like I said, that there is the shirt, seems like a brand new shirt. But did he wear, some guys wear those white tees, not white tees underneath their shirts. Not obviously this one not around calling. You can see that he's not wearing it, but sometimes
Right.
it depends really how somebody grows up. A lot of times guys wear just that tanky shirt that, like women wear their stuff, and men sometimes put that. So I was always curious if that person running in the video was perhaps, did they
Right.
have because there was a person running a couple minutes later, and
Yeah.
it just made you ponder but you can't make out crap. You can make out the fact that this person is running. And because we've seen Riley running, up until the cop, and then he stopped. Not sure if the thunderstorms will come. Oh, will help
Yeah.
or
It's
hinder.
supposed to storm there this weekend. So
Hinder. Yeah. There's no
yeah.
positive in that. There's no positive there.
And Aaron, I don't actually I believe that they had some dogs out there, but I don't
They have dogs.
I don't okay. There you go.
They do. Yeah. I heard them talking about that already. Okay, so let's watch this video here. Go ahead.
I just want to answer really quickly. Edward says, is there no video of Riley on the other side of the location he was walking towards, or was there no video? There is video. I just don't think that they've released it. So the last known location confirmed of Riley is the second bridge.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to be forthcoming with the parents, and
Right.
by showing them that video. I'm sure if they had something else to show them that was relevant, that could offer more answers, that they would be showing it to them, right? They simply would, to the parents. Because again, if they showed the video of that, but we didn't see it, it would probably be likely if there was some relevance to the maybe they have something, but I mean, I think this comes down to the most logical location, because remember when that one guy speaking in that tiki-talkie video, that speaking, and that was the lower one, Adam, and he was saying it's like he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, he obviously didn't disappear, just like Sebastian Rogers didn't disappear as well.
Yeah. Oh, so sad. And for anyone that is watching, if you could just like the stream, it does help with the algorithm. I know every channel says that, but we do appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, because it's true. It's just a matter of if the channel you're maybe watching is about themselves, and do re mi's, or if they're just genuinely doing it to spread awareness. I like to think of people do things for the better of than the evil stuff, in a sense. The only thing I can say, I'm going to say I've noticed, is that people, I don't care if I have 1 million subscribers, 500 subscribers. No, I mean, trust me, I want 1 million subscribers one day, because obviously it would make a difference to awareness. And that's the whole thing that you hope to achieve. Some people get a little bit inflated egos, I've noticed, as they've grown their channels and stuff like that. Now, each to their own. Hey, if you want to sit up on a higher pedestal than some of us, then go right ahead. I always find it fun. I'm not even going to get into that. Anyways, we just do our thing here. We'll grow organically, trying to be truthful to always ourselves first and foremost, and the reasons why we do things. So again, this one is to do with the Cajun search team. So we'll play this video out as well. Marion, thank you for subscribing. Again, thank you to all the newcomers, the viewers, whether you're subscribed or not subscribed. Again, maybe just hit that like and the share if you could. If not, that's okay too. Either way, we're here to provide some information on the update of this case in particular today. As for Madeline Soto, for anyone that following that case, that presser was a dud. Waste of time.
Right. And resources.
What a waste of time. I'm still curious, Adam. Let me know what happened with Carly Russell. Okay, the chick.
Oh yeah,
that
I knew that she had her plea hearing today. I didn't I'd not heard any updates.
Yeah.
But I can look while this video is playing.
Yeah, just see if you can, if you could. Thank you.
What's going on? We're going to be there.
Okay.
A coalition of out-of-state volunteers now joining the search for Riley Strain as his family urged for more resources 12 days after the 22-year-old's disappearance from a Broadway bar. This as Riley's family continues to pray for any clue bringing the University of Missouri student home. Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino joined the water search today on a boat from North Carolina.
Today's effort is
North
largely
Carolina.
thanks to the United Cajun Navy, a water search and rescue group that responds to situations like this nationwide. Today, they put 2 kinds of boats in the water. The United Cajun Navy, a nonprofit based out of Louisiana, is in Nashville with nearly 5,000 volunteers nationwide ready to aid in water search and rescues and natural disasters. Director of Operations David Flatt, coordinating volunteers from North Carolina, Alabama, and beyond, coming to Nashville with an airboat equipped with sonar and rescue gear. A hovercraft able to fly above marshes, mud, sand, and tough-to-see areas.
I want one.
This hovercraft can negotiate any kind of terrain.
And K9 tracking dogs, recanvassing the riverbank up and downstream and where Riley was last seen, here by the James Robertson Parkway. But visibility in the Cumberland River is poor, only reaching about 2 feet deep. Tonight, the airboat's LED lights will increase that.
Tonight, we'll have anywhere between 5 to 6 foot visibility with those lights on the airboat.
Riley Strain's father, looking tirelessly for any sign of his son and grateful for the help.
It's a whole lot more resources than what we've had so far. Of course, I wish that this could have happened a week ago. It takes time to get this stuff in place. These people have been so good to come out and help us. We're tired. We're real tired. So some fresh people coming in has really helped.
Metro Police and emergency management search teams also searching the water today. And the United Cajun Navy says it will also be assembling volunteers for an intensive land search of the riverbanks in upcoming days, a rocky, steep terrain often filled with garbage. Flagg says he got in touch with Riley's family after watching news coverage and hearing from the Facebook group of 63,000 followers dedicated to Riley's case.
Found out from them what was going on and the level of their frustration at that point. Yeah, we have the resources to be able to help. We're not going to not help.
And Metro detectives say they continue to filter through the many tips and leads that they're receiving, as well as recanvassing this very area where Riley was last seen, as well as heading into homeless camps to see if those folks know anything. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17.
Okay, come back on screen. It's really good to hear, because I want to say that, we were following this case within the first couple of days. It didn't have that much traction. It was having traction, but it didn't have a lot of traction.
Right.
And because this YouTube channel is smaller, I can only do my part and tweet out and send to people that have bigger channels, in hopes that they would pick up this story as well. So it's great to see that 1,434 people are watching, and that's 1,094 from Twitter and 340 that are in the channel, because it takes all of us, honestly, without sounding cheesy, it takes all of us to achieve something. And the way I've watched this case grow, for the amount of people now talking about it and bringing awareness and caring about this case, for me, it just fills up my heart, because, again, I wish that every parent that has a missing loved one out there could have this type of traction, with their child that's missing, that don't get these tractions and stuff like that. So on this particular, channel, like I said, we were following Delphi for a couple of years strictly, because that was really the point. And then we wanted to move on as well and do other cases, because, there's so many other cases out there that could use, someone to have a voice and stuff like that. I know for this small channel that there was a person in our chat, Stephanie Robertson, I remember, and this grandma, wanted to know where her son Brandon was, if he was alive, if he was dead. He had ran away from home, but they didn't know where he was. So anyways, bottom line is, we put it out there. His father had come on the live. I was talking to the grandma again. You could tell she was just heartbroken. This teenager was obviously I don't think he'd like to follow rules too much. Anyways, within a couple of days, he was found, and it was because of the spreading of their information, right? Because sometimes when kids run away and then they see all this, attention coming towards them. But anyways, within a couple of days, he was found and brought back home. They were holding him at the police station while the grandma traveled to a whole different state to go get him, when they thought they didn't have a clue. Like I said, when someone is gone for like 5-6 months and you haven't heard a word from them, your brain starts to wonder like what happened. So it's stuff like that that means a lot, knowing that if you share something, just because you're not from, like, I'm from Canada, I don't care, I'll share. I don't care where it's from, I'll share, because I might have people on my TikTok, on Instagram, on my Facebook, that are from a different part of the world that see it and then share it out as well, because maybe they're from the United States. So again, people that are across the pond and stuff like that,
Right.
again, never, that there's people from all around the world that usually are on your friends list. Miss Dog
And, you know,
Lover, thank you again. Go ahead.
And they're bizarre. People do bizarre things sometimes after they've been drinking. I remember years ago there was a case in Savannah, Georgia, where a young person went missing after a night of drinking. They were staying at the Hilton Hotel in downtown Savannah, and they searched for him for a couple of weeks, I believe, and they ended up finding him. He was intoxicated, and he had somehow gotten inside the air conditioning unit at the hotel.
Ooh. Ooh. Really? Did your stories? Oh. 1 second.
Thank you, Miss Dog Lover.
Thank you. Sadly, this is similar to the Corey McKee case in the UK. He has never been found. They think he was drunk and crawled into a bus truck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those, again, heartbreaking to any family member that ever has to deal with not knowing whatever happened to a loved one at all. Thank you, Miss Dog Lover, for the super chat there as well.
Right. And Donna, I know I've been to Springfield, Missouri. I used to live in St. Louis, and I had friends that went to Mizzou, so I would go to Columbia quite a bit, and I've been to Springfield several times. So,
is that where Bart's from? The Bart Show, the Simpson Show?
well, there
Springfield?
are like 30 Springfields in the United States, so I don't know if they ever specified on the Simpsons.
Oh,
But
all right.
but I've spent a lot of time in Springfield, Missouri, so I'm sorry for your town.
Yeah, you guys have like a Vancouver over there. You guys have like a Richmond, and I'm like, sometimes we feel like we own these words because in Canada, and then I'm like, oh, they have like a Vancouver over there as well. The only thing that left with my mind is your double Washington stuff going on. Washington State and Washington, isn't there? There's two Washingtons, right?
Yeah, there's Washington D.C. and Washington State.
That's it. That's the only one that played on my mind. So sorry. Actually, I'll tell you another thing that played on my mind. I thought that Canada owned Alaska. For all those years growing up, I thought we owned Alaska. Little did I know you guys own Alaska. I really did.
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't pay attention until freaking.
Yeah, and I think like Kelly said, I think that Riley has kind of touched people's hearts all across the country at this point.
Yeah.
And his family. I just shared a picture with you in Messenger, Sunny, that I had not seen yet of Riley and his mom that I thought was really sweet.
Okay. In Messenger. Oh, that is so sweet. You guys, this one's gonna be a heartbreaker.
I hadn't seen that yet.
No, I'm sure it's out there, but it's gonna be a heartbreaker one. Okay. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing there. Let me just pull up the picture. Oh, that is so sweet. Okay, let me just share it with you guys. If you haven't seen it. All right.
That poor woman.
I mean, you can feel her pain. So, honestly, I want to say, you guys make me all tear up now. And this, because it's so hard, especially when you're a mother. Of course, my little shit son, he's just fine in White Crit, Alberta, but he treats his mom like she's nothing, like she's garbage. Too bad. I'm a good mother. I love children. This stuff hurts me to no end when I watch that mother. So I can honestly say in my memory banks that this mother's pain and the amount of times that she's having a memory of her son as she digs her head into the husband's shoulder there.
Yeah.
It's because her emotions get the best of her because, of course, as she's talking to try to bring awareness, this is her this is her child. This is her child that she doesn't know if she'll ever see him again. And what's the likelihood at this moment, right? So that she knows that, they know that they're holding out hope, because why would you do if he hasn't been found? Of course you're going to hold out hope. This is your child. He's a good boy. You can tell he's a good boy. Okay, I'll be right back. Just you go ahead for a second. It's just
No, it's I mean, it's sad. When I don't know if that picture's been out there. I just had not seen it yet.
It's a damn good picture.
Yeah. Positive Vibe says, was he an only child? You know what? I don't know the answer to that.
You know what? I don't know the answer to that either.
I've not heard anything about siblings.
Well, I thought that I did, so that's why I don't want to say, because I don't know, so I don't want to speculate on that. But I feel like I remember them. I feel like that there is. I could be wrong. Does anybody know actually? Like, does anyone actually know? Without guessing. And thank you, Mr. Clever. Hey, Outback. Oh, he looks so sweet. What's embarrassing? What'd Charmaine do again? What'd you do, Charmaine?
Oh, there's no telling.
There's no telling. She probably walked out of her car, hit the pavement, and she doesn't need to be drinking to do that. I believe so positive because she said Riley is her best. Oh my God, yeah, right.
Diaper this leak free? Gosh.
Okay. What was that commercial?
You know when you're reading an article and all of a sudden an ad?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you
Yeah,
will.
I think he does have a sibling. I think you're right, Outback.
Oh, he has cousins he grew up with.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Thank you.
Oh, is that what? So is he an only child? Really?
Oh.
Just like, for instance, Sebastian Rogers is a only child, to Seth Rogers and Kate. My son, myself, my little perfectly healthy shit is 27 years old. No, I hate saying that, but his name is Matty Brady. Anyways, my son was everything he has been all my life. Breathed him, made sure that he was, loved, cared about. Oh, how tides can turn. You think you do everything right, and then they turn to the person that actually was the one that, I'll say abused him, because it was like two kids. One's 35 at the time. The other one's my son is typically, he's actually a child. It was ridiculous to watch. Isn't it funny though, to gravitate towards a person instead of gravitating towards the person that was there every moment for him? He gravitated to his father because he needed his love. Funny how that works, yeah. But to this day, it's like I said, it's so heartbreaking. I have a son that's ungrateful for the love that he has always had from his mother. Like I said, I hate to be braggadocious, you guys, but honestly, like, I love children. They're precious gifts, and they should be treated as such. So my heart breaks every time I see these stories. You see this mom just in such painful tears. Who wouldn't be? It's your child. You know, the men, they try to be stronger, but you can see their eyes, getting all weepy as well, and, watching
Right.
the husband and Riley's mother, how he like nicely kind of takes her and hugs her and pats her on the arm because, he's being strong for him, even though I know it's the stepdad and I know it's a different feeling. But you can tell he's being, very supportive to stay strong because every time she basically utters Riley's name, she just wants to break down. And if this is her only child, oh no, 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 no. Ah, I can't keep my mind in that space. That's part of true crime. I have to box it separately because it's just too hard to take on the sadness of these cases and stuff like that. That part, it sucks. But anyways, um, again, thank you everyone for the bringing the awareness to the case. Um, for this family, for any case, if you and I just want to say this again, okay? And I want to go back and play that one clip if you guys are still interested. But I just want to say this again: if you see something on Twitter where somebody is missing and it pops up, just hit share, please.
Yeah.
That's all I would wish for people to do, is just think of it like it's your own child. If you have children, even if it's not, even if you don't have children, just share it. Help somebody out, right? It's like paying it forward in a sense. You can buy somebody a coffee at the frickin' Tim Hortons.
Aw.
What? Riley said something about his girlfriend, like she is, oh, yes, the second most amazing woman to his mom being that first, you know. And I get it. I have, just to be a little bit braggadocious here, but, I have my husband. He is an amazing husband. Sometimes he gives me that cancer British attitude, which I don't like to see. But I've seen it enhanced. Everyone that lives in Vancouver, Canada, gets this attitude at some point. I swear to God, it's part of living in a big city, which is Vancouver or Toronto, right, in Canada. And they all of a sudden get the road rage. That's what they get. They hate driving to their job because everywhere driving is got to drive 45 minutes here, got to drive an hour and a half there, got to drive here, there, here, drive there, drive everywhere, drive, right? And all of a sudden, these bitchy husbands seem to form. It happened with the ex, and I see it happening with this one. But in saying that, when I listen to my husband talk to his mom, was always with such high regard. If my husband can help his mom, he understands when she needs help, understands, this and stuff. But in saying that too, right? It's kind of like he's just a good man. So for Riley, so when I met my husband, he was 25 and I was 45, 46, 46. Okay. Don't judge. Okay. My husband's an old soul. I'm a young soul, and we perfectly love each other. It's almost been 9 years being married. We're just two souls that think alike. We're just on that same vibe or whatever. I don't. I was too busy talking about that I forgot my point again. Could be I'm on 38 hours awake. Anyways, oh, the way he talks to his mom, it makes me cry because I think of how my son treats me and I don't deserve it. I don't even close to deserve it. If he's angry because of the divorce, so be it. But 10 years saying he wishes I was dead, that all this other things, just cruel stuff. When I listen to my husband talk to his mom, it makes my heart hurt so much. So when someone made a comment that said something like, boys don't talk like that to their moms or their girlfriends, you need to shut the front door, whoever said that, I remember. Because there is a lot.
They do.
Yes, they do. There's a lot of jerk-offs out there, don't get me wrong.
They're a
But
lot
there's
more likely to talk about their mom like that than their dads usually.
Yeah. Well, so like I said, like when my husband speaks to his mom with so much love and care, you know, like he jokes around with her. It's so funny. And then when we were in England, he kept smacking her forehead and he'd go, "Who's got the biggest forehead?" And he'd smack her. He keeps like, but you know, it's a funny thing that it's all fun, right? The mom has good humor and stuff. The mom's my age. And yeah, so but just the love and respect that they have for her. And knowing that my husband, like I said, was 25 and he's 22, and that people literally, instead of just saying, "Oh, that's so sweet," oh, I know what it was. It was on a post on SF Invest, no, on
SF
SF.
investigates.
Yes, it was a post. And
I'll
this
verify.
person is literally looking at everything conspiracy to him saying this. And then SF Investigates said a good remark back, basically like, really, like you're gonna turn this into a thing? Please stop. You know, it was so wackadoodle that this person literally is going, no, no one talks like that. No one does this. Maybe in your bitchy life, nobody does. Anyways, just saying, just saying. Okay, now I'm gonna play this interview again, guys. We played it before. You guys might have to turn up your own volumes because I can't make it any louder when they talk. So it's on TikTok here. Anyways, I hope you guys, some of you guys screenshotted that or at least got that picture. You know, throw it up onto your thumbnail, you know, and prayers for Riley, the family, and stuff like that. Great picture. Okay, so this one is like 3 minutes and 40 seconds long. Again, I will turn it up the the best volume that I can bring it to, but it might not be, it's hard to hear. It's them. It's not a whatever. So you might have to just turn up your volume, okay? Did I hit play? Yeah. Wait, you guys aren't even watching it. Maybe I can share it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give it the best volume I
Edwin
can.
Hogan, EDWIN
What's your position?
Yeah, the rest is up to you.
Emergency Management Director for Cheatham County and County Fire Chief.
Talking through what you guys have been called out to do today.
Thanks,
We
baby.
started actually yesterday. Ashland City Fire Department put their boat in the water,
Yeah,
ran
just up there.
to the county line and back, Davidson County line, and we've done the same thing today. TWRA's had a boat out here. Our boat was out here, and then Ashland City Fire Department.
Right.
We're just checking the water, checking the banks, just to see if we can come up with anything for the search. So we're going to continue again this afternoon as well.
Sonar, what kind of tools are you using?
No, we're just checking the open water. There's been 3 barges come through today, and so we feel like at this point we should be able to see something on the water.
Is there a possibility he's beyond the dam?
Yes, there is. We the dam, Cheatham Lock and Dam's been looking for the last 4 or 5 days. And they did some extensive work there yesterday, letting some things through, debris through, and checking, and they continue to check several times a day. So there's a possibility that could happen.
Talk about some of the challenges that you guys go through trying to find somebody.
Well, normally you have a location, and somebody can say, "Hey, this person last time we saw him was here." We don't have that, so we're just you know, Nashville OEM and PD and everybody that's done a great job doing the search, and over time it just, you know, things go down river. So we're just searching down here just in case he were to be down here. But it's a challenge because you got this open water and all these banks, and you know, it's just kind of like looking for a needle in a haystack. But we try to do the best job we can.
Is this the lowest the river's been since he vanished?
Yes, yeah. I know they've pulled some water through, but it's been down for the last week or so. So we hadn't had a lot of rain that would raise it. So
How long do you think you'll be? I mean,
it's hard to say. We'll keep going till notification has been made. So
at this point, you guys were just kind of asked to come out by Metro.
I won't say we were asked. We told them we would do it. Just knowing, being here as long as I have, 30 years, we know that people that have drowned in Nashville, a week, 10 days, if they're not found with barge traffic, different things like that, and the dam drawing water, we found several bodies this way over the years. So it's just something we just naturally do to help out.
What are any major challenges you guys are facing out there?
No, the biggest challenge is I don't think there's 100% certainty that he's in the water, just because nobody saw, he just like he disappeared and that's it. So that's a big challenge for everybody. So I hope he's found safe. That's what we're hoping for.
That's the end of that one. I'm going to go right into playing the one by Chris Dingham, the family spokesperson. We'll play that one again. That is right here. And
I don't know if there's actually something in that footage once Riley went right through here that they're following up on, and I totally understand that if they are. But the family was shown some footage right here, which helps answer a lot of questions. If you kind of pan over here, you'll see the steps that lead up. That's actually the steps that a lot of people said, hey, did he go off this trail? Did he go up? There's actually a camera up on top of the two, what I'm thinking is the elevator shafts, that gave us this footage. Riley actually stopped at the light pole right behind me here and stood there for about 6 to 7 seconds, was either playing on his phone or something like that, and then took back off north, back towards the second bridge. If you want, you can pan around. Actually, where the crew is set up today, handing out flyers and stuff, which is nice. That yellow sign just past them is about the last place that we see him on video. So hopefully that helps and gives everybody information.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the public at large about, as we talked about earlier, about going down rabbit holes? Or
unfortunately, the huge amount of information we've gotten, there is a lot of dark areas that if people have intentionally tried to send us and divert us from what we're doing. So yes, there are a few places, definitely go and look at. I know you're one of the big fans of this and you've been supporting us. They can reach out to you. You can point them in the right direction. But and if you guys see something out there that that looks fake or something, you just reach out to you, because I know you're in contact and you can help us police those and keep people from going down the wrong areas and wrong avenues of possibly sending the right lead that we need to the wrong people.
Is there anything else you want to say to the public?
Just, we love everybody and thank you for doing what you're doing. We just want Riley home.
And to clarify, we know that Riley was last seen here, and then on down this way to the Woodland Street Bridge.
Yes.
And that's where
just to the yellow sign down there.
Well, just
so
to the yellow sign.
Our zero area of no footage has shrunk dramatically.
Right. And that's where his debit card was found, just
down in that area. Yes.
Down maybe 200 feet.
Yeah.
I'm not good with numbers.
Me neither. Football field, I can give you a good idea. But yeah.
Me too.
Yep.
Chris, thank you.
Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
But
okay. I'm here. Oh, okay. I left my.
I was like, I heard something go do. Okay.
Because I was trying to race back before the video ended. I never usually leave my mic on, but you guys didn't hear me flush the toilet, did you?
I was waiting for you to like curse at your husband or something.
I didn't realize that I had my mic on still.
Hey, better your mic than your camera.
Okay. Anyways, 1 second here. Actually, Adam, just talk to chat for a second on there, because I really was rushing so bad, but I really should go wash my hands.
Okay.
Fill up my. I was going to say. Thank you for subscribing. But yeah, just go ahead and talk amongst people.
Sorry. Actually, sorry. Bossy says that river is massive. I drove by it in January. Yeah, I've been to Nashville and I've seen the Cumberland River. It's a very massive river, and it actually goes all the way up through Kentucky, because I've crossed it in Kentucky as well. Bossy says he ignores us, Sonny. Please hurry. That's not true. I don't ignore anyone. And to the 1,400 people that are watching, thank you guys very much. Bossy says, don't try talking to me now, Aspen. Yeah, I'm not seeing any updates in the last half hour really for the case. Mike says Cumberland is 700 miles long. Yeah, I knew it was long. I didn't know it was 700 miles long. And Charmaine says, LOL, of course the mic was on for that. There's 1,400 people watching. What is this?
I'm almost back.
You're almost back. Modine, could he have faked it? Seen really drunk on camera. Talks to cop. Doesn't seem drunk. Car picks him up under the bridge, so no commotion, no struggle. Car wouldn't be sus, and car drives away. I don't see that, Mo. That would be very calculated and very planned out, and that's just doesn't connect with anything that I've seen from the events.
Yeah.
That we're that we know about, and it doesn't seem like yeah, I don't see that one. But thank you for the comment, Mo.
Just quickly, Charmaine, I seen some documents come into DocsPop for Delphi.
It was nothing.
It was a nothing burger. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
enough.
the defense has asked for expedited transcripts from the hearing on Monday, and then they published 2 more letters from a YouTuber, and there's a new appearance for the female attorney that that appeared in court on Monday.
Oh, okay.
The Diener, Stacy Diener, I think.
Oh, okay.
But
Thank you. Thank you for subscribing, J Flogs. Not sure if I'm butchering that or not, but those are cute. Those are ants. Yeah, ants in my pants. Thank you, Gem Girl. Okay, okay, let's go take this off the screen for a second. And another dated. Anyways, Delphi. I feel like a hot mess. I look like a hot mess. Okay. Let's go over to so this is obviously, under the bridge. So Adam, just because I left you hanging there. So he's basically saying that at what point, I think is when he's here. Hold on. No, other boy. Where is he holding his phone for about 50 something seconds? What is it at that spot that he's seen on the camera? Where?
I don't know.
You didn't listen? I only heard part of it.
Well, no, wouldn't it be on the other side of the bridge?
No.
Oh.
Well, it's
I
not
thought
at
the
that.
camera. Okay.
So, meaning, okay, so his last known spotting is right here at this sign, right?
Right.
Okay, so he said he was holding his phone.
Right before the stairs.
Right before What stairs? I guess
The
is
stairs
what I-
that led up, because remember, like the stairs are there where and he points up to the camera. Or wait, sorry,
like these stairs.
isn't the camera up there to the right?
Well, the camera that they see. Oh, that doesn't look
Oh,
very
look
helpful.
at that.
This building here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if it's from that building there, I guess they're talking about these stairs, right? Because remember, the cop sees them at this bridge, or just down over here, right? That's where the cop
Right.
sees them. And then this camera right there on this
Yes.
building, right here, guys, right here. I showed a picture earlier. Right there is where the camera is. So that makes sense where these stairs are.
Yeah.
He's seen playing with his phone for about a minute. I think he was what he said, right? About a minute, 50 something seconds. You know, and then of course they can see him from, well, the dad's made a point of saying at this marker here that's kind of like the time. So these people, if that snake boots story guy with the cane, like I said, that would have all been on video then. Like they would have seen that on the camera.
Right. Mike is saying it was across from the second bridge stairs.
Second bridge.
The one further down, like where he would, you know.
Well, that doesn't make sense. If the dad used, well, this is the marker for the last time for where they could see him. So what second bridge does the stairs?
Right past the bridge, I think there's another set of stairs to the left. There's
Uh-uh.
not.
Well, it's not that there's not, but that's not what they would have said, considering they said they couldn't see him. Whoops! Hey, oh yeah, you go Google Earth there. What stairs? Did I miss
Are there
them?
stairs there to the left? Nope. There's no
Well,
stairs
there
there.
are here, but
Oh.
he didn't go that far.
Oh, there.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because
they couldn't. What?
that's not the key. Yeah, because the camera that the stepdad was pointing at was the one further back, like we originally had. So yeah, of course, I think he kept walking after that camera footage by the steps, but he never made it to the other side of that second bridge.
Right. He never made it, or else if they did, they would at least have seen him and said that was the last time they had seen him. But the last time that they could see him was here. And then obviously if it goes out of view, doesn't that suck? In a sense, you guys, honestly, doesn't that truly have to suck? You know, that there's footage of him at each of these points. There's the cop that sees him on camera, that camera can see him up into that point, and beyond that bridge is a bunch of cameras, and yet in this small little window of space underneath that bridge is where his credit card's found, and that's basically his last pinging. Yeah. Hey, you know what, Mike? It's okay. We all are wrong at points. Aspen, what's my ratio of right to wrong?
It's just slightly. It's slightly
below
worse than mine. Mine's better than yours.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, it's just below 100%. Pretty close, though. It really does suck.
I think I'm at like 99% right, and you're at like 97% right.
Yeah. Is that how it is? True story? Okay. So, yeah, doesn't that suck, you guys, eh? Like, here, there's 4 cameras. Here, this building, right? Camera. Whichever building that was. And can see, oh, sorry, it must be right here. My bad. If I turn it around, it's over here. Oh, let me just do it properly. Come on. I feel like I'm gliding. These are free rides, by the way. You're welcome. We don't charge anything for those. I like it when we take rides on Google Earth. Okay, what we'll do here, you guys, is we're going to go visit Sebastian's home, just for a ride.
Mike, you're good. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, you had me thinking it for a second too. I was like, wait,
No.
was it the other stairs?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Okay, so this is like 20 minutes away, you guys, from like it's crazy, right? That's how close they are.
Yeah. And Sunny, I'll be back in just a few minutes. I need to get something to drink.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just playing with Google Earth, and Google Earth isn't my friend sometimes. I want to go back to here. Okay. Whoops. I just want to turn this a bit, I think. Okay. It is. I got a picture of it. Just trying to locate my own self here. It's this building here. Why does that look different? What year is this from? Huh. What year is this image from? Because I have the picture of it. And it's like, why does it look different? Why does this look different? Is that where the image... Sorry, guys, I know where that building is. It's a UBS building. But why does it seem different up here? Just trying to show you guys where the camera was. Well, Kate, am I on a whole different type of freaking drugs or something? One second. I gotta pull that up. Where am I seeing that on this picture? Okay. Okay, let's see. There's this. And then there's, so I don't know if the imagery is just wrong. I think that the imagery, were they building this building? But anyways, here, let me just stop that for a second. Oh, I was talking the entire time? Really? To myself, even? Ah. Wow. Guess I'm tired, huh? I didn't realize that. My bad. Wow. Sorry about that. Well, I had a great conversation with myself. I'm not sure how you feel about it. Um, my apologies. Lacey, what was your question? Has there been anything else found? No, there has not. No. Yeah, there has not. Just the bank card so far. Yeah. It's because I'm on a different screen and I didn't realize I muted myself. And so when I go over to Google Maps, I'm on a different screen. So I I don't even see it. My bad. You guys are probably like, what the hell? She keeps moving the freaking map around on there. But anyway, yeah, definitely a one-sided conversation. I got to close off some of these pictures. So we'll close that off. We'll close that off. Let's go back. I just want to go back to this post for a second. This is from Chris Salisbury when he was on Twitter. Like, so meaning he tweeted this out. He deleted it. Doesn't, but you can still see the old post. Anyways, Pascal, whatever, grabbed a screenshot or something. Then because he had deleted this. So he said, tonight I went and searched for information down at the camp about Riley Strain and found out that, yes, someone has his shirt. I also found out some mind-blowing information about that night and about the events that transpired with the person who was seen with his shirt. I have gotten with the police and investigators, and I'm hoping that by tomorrow this information, right, you know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things, like, I found out some mind-blowing information about that night and about the events that transpired with the person, you know? So is this t-shirt thing, you know, real about somebody else having it? Is it not? I don't know. I'm confused on that. I feel like, I don't know. I'm actually, every time I go say an answer, yeah, you felt right there. Yes, we didn't confirm that yet, or else, yes. Right. I mean, if you heard on Ashley Band, where did Aspen go?
I'm right here.
Oh, how come I didn't? Oh, buddy, I was hogging the stage. I was muted. I didn't even know it. So what was I saying, Aspen?
Hey, positive vibes. We'll see you later.
Oh, how you said jumping off for a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna head off soon here too myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there's like nothing, like everything that I think we've gone over. Sometime, we were talking about the police. So the police talked to Sabrina finally, right? Because the night before they hadn't talked to her. So she'd given that information in on like a week ago or whatever it was. And they still hadn't talked to her. And it's kind of like, well, why wouldn't you? Wouldn't that be important if somebody had that shirt? It's almost like, I don't know. I get the feeling like they almost weren't buying it, like believing it. What do you think?
I don't see any evidence there other than the people saying it. And they may have, I'm not going to go down that road till I hear it confirmed by police or the family.
Yeah, but what do you think about the fact that he was seen in two different camps, and it's kind of like there was these sightings of him, and then with the shirt. I'm wondering if it's like a set of, like people. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. I honestly don't. I think it just really comes down to, where is Riley?
Right.
Is he in the water? Is he not in the water? Everything points to the water. Hence the camera footage, hence the fact that he didn't go out of the Robertson Bridge. So his spot leads to right there, to the water, to the bridge, and it's just a matter of if foul play was involved or not. Yeah. I don't know. All I know is I am getting tired. That I know. I probably could use a nap.
Yeah, my voice has about had it.
Yeah. Hey, I've been going for what? So 5 hours plus that plus 3.
But you don't have the C word.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. It feels like that they are too differential to the homeless. I get a bad feeling about this guy who's seen. yeah, I mean, the portrayal of this person wasn't exactly like, what a good dude, you know. I'm very curious about this whole storyline of the shirt and about it being found further down, and if that, I mean, I don't know, it's just so weird. It's like there's part of me that wants to believe that perhaps that happened, because why would enough people make shit up, or I don't get it, but yet there was cops literally driving down. Like, that always throws me off, is that right around the time, right, when within like literally minutes, um two cop cars are going by from underneath that bridge. But I know something can happen rather fast as well, but that's why I just kind of find those things a little bit odd, because you got a police officer that is before the first bridge. You have two vehicles of police officers coming out within like 2 minutes, if that, of Riley, say, disappearing from that area. We know, like, he didn't take a magic carpet ride anywhere. People are saying that they hear a door shutting and stuff like that. I don't know. Just seems like more of a figment of the imagination for that. Honestly, they have enough footage. What? Go ahead.
Hopefully, time will tell. I mean, hopefully, we'll have those questions answered.
Well, you know what?
I don't see the advantage in withholding the information if the police knew more about it, or if there was real validity to it. Because I think that would be a lead that they would want the public to go down.
Yeah. Right. Like I said, if there was a vehicle, they'd be like, hey, help us find it, like the Cobra.
Right.
Did. And then they give it a wrong year and stuff like that. Perhaps. No. It's a big area. It's a big space. They might find Raleigh in the water, but we'll see. Search is coming tomorrow. We'll see if the family speaks out more, if anyone surfaces tonight, in a sense. Because usually about 11 o'clock or something, my time, is like 2 hours ago, News Nation, type of thing, has information. So I think we're going to call it. Yeah. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Thank you guys for everyone that's watching from Twitter and YouTube. Please hit the like and the share. Thank you again for all the subscribers, the donations. Let's see. I want to go through these. Cordy, thank you so much for the $100 super chat. Cordy, thank you so much for the Let's Gloss $100 super chat. Cordy, great coverage. I love that you don't do YouTube infighting. Cordy's a long-term friend of the channel. Thank you so much, Jeff. I think of Cordy every time I type something on my computer. I'm pretty sure he said, Sunny, that's for your Popeyes chicken.
Yeah.
Diana, thank you for your super sticker. Miss Dog Lover, thank you very much for your super sticker. Miss Dog Lover, thank you very much for your super sticker. And Miss Dog Lover, thank you very much for your super sticker. Anyways, just appreciation.
So generous, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah. With that being said,
and like Donna said, we'll keep following the story. I mean, who knows? If there's some big, huge breaking thing, maybe you'll see us again tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. No. This case is, like I said, I keep searching different things each night, seeing if there's something else that comes out and stuff like that. Again, we were a smaller channel. Sometimes the bigger channels swallow the little channels up somewhat when it comes to, things hitting the algorithm and stuff like that. So I really appreciate you guys for all hitting the likes and getting that first video and this video out, into the algorithm, because again, it just helps to try to at least put out the information that's factual, right? Like, put out the information that we know to be true. Speculate all you want, but put out the information of what we do have. And like I said, it's not like Sebastian's case. This one at least has one very plausible answer to it in a sense, meaning regardless of what happened, that Riley is probably in the water. Hence why the heavy presence in the water, because like they don't know where else to look. There's nothing else showing anything different. Everything's pointing to the water. Riley, Sebastian's case, you're like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? I don't like what happened here, you know? Anyways, just strange, and they're 20 minutes apart. Anyways, prayers to the families, of the missing and the murdered, of course, you guys. In this particular case, obviously, prayers to the parents and the father that's out there searching, Ryan, and the stepfather and the mother there. And of course, prayers for Riley, wherever Riley is. Again, just if it's one of those things where he's in the water and it has to be a recovery type thing, may he rest in peace. And if not, well, it would be a miracle. Let's just say that.
Right.
There is so much video of him available too. Yeah. JLR is, yeah. JLR is out there, boots on the ground. Yeah,
I've not seen JLR post anything today about Riley. So is he out there looking for Sebastian? I've not seen him do any lives today.
Oh, really? That's odd. Maybe he's over trying to get the Sebastian story since he's over there. Who knows? Or maybe, yeah, who knows? Who knows? Either way, boots on the ground is great. CJ, like I said,
Yeah,
was
it was
on
19 hours ago that he did his last live.
Really? Thank you for subscribing, 327 Delta. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I might do another live tonight. We'll see. If there's any information that comes out, like I said, we'll see. We never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, just make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. So if we do, you get an update.
You sell it. You sell that, Aspen. It's true, though. Okay. Yeah. And follow me on Twitter if you do. I always put everything to Twitter as well. Yeah. Whenever we do a live, I always put everything to the tweet. I don't care. It's not a call to X. So it's Twitter. How dare you, Elon Musk, for taking a Twitter, not an X. Like, who says X? There's nothing fun about saying X, right? Especially a black X. Like, tweet, Twitter. There's only one no, just kidding. All right. Anyways, you guys, take care. All the best. Thank you so much for everything, you guys. And again, God bless and prayers to all the families. And with that being said, we're out of here, eh? Want to do it? You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.